up, 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 up. I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
Let's go. Yo,
let's go. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
I've never had a guest like literally. I joined the call in today, and all I hear is just like, woo! It was great. It was good. It was like you are like good for the soul, Sonny. And I hope you know this. I think everyone, I think anyone that knows you in the slightest knows how good of a kind of good medicine you are. So I need some of that medicine today, Sonny. And
Hey,
Chat and I
go.
are gonna be slurping up that good today with
let's get it. Hey, yo. let's get it.
Oh my goodness. However, one of the things we do here right off the start of Connections is a game called Quick Questions, and this is quite fun for me. It's about a speedy game. I think you got the hype, so I think you should be all right. But let's introduce it to some of the people that are new here, like our good friends Fuego and Caleb. This is how you play Quick Questions. Let's run this little intro here of what is Quick Questions and how it's played. Well, Quick Question is quite simple for those of you that are new here. There is only 3 rules to Quick Questions, which makes it a lot easier to follow along with. The first rule is that there are going to be 10 questions. The second one is that the guests are going to have 60 seconds to answer every question. And number 3 is that the chat will get to gamble points if the guests will be able to beat the clock. So we're going to start a prediction right now of whether or not Sonny is going to beat the clock of 60 seconds and answer all 10 of the questions. So Wolf, if we can run that right now, get that 1 minute prediction up. It should start shortly. I just realized we don't have the socials on here. We don't have the chat bubble on. There we go. Now we can see all those beautiful people on there. What's up, everyone? As we wait for this prediction to start here, Sonny, how you feeling? Feeling ready for this?
Good. I'm excited. Let's see if my brain can be activated on early in the morning for me. I'm keen though. Let's see.
Really though, the prediction is posted, chat. So the will he beat the clock? Yepers or nopers? I like the creativity in this, Wolf. I'll give you that. You always have a creative way of putting those in there. I see someone's going for the yepers right away. Someone's jumping in the confidence. I've got 10,000 on nopers. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Who just dropped a bag? 15,000 on nopers. Yo, the chat is not feeling up for this one. My goodness, you got this, bro. Yo, you're gonna be making a freaking bag, Caleb, if he gets this. My goodness. Oh my goodness. 10 to 15,000 Bren coin right now. My goodness. Is anyone else going to jump in here? Make sure you get your predictions in fast if you have not already. I see another 20 going on Yepers. Yo, someone's going to be 30 on Yepers. Yo, some people are going to be making some freaking bank here. What's up, Caleb? Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate you. I'm glad you made me earn it. I appreciate you. Thank you. I promise I will not make your follow. It will not be a mistake. I promise that. We are now, I think, what, 52 away? 52, 53 away. Thank you so much. VPN is starting up fast enough for me to gamble. I'm so sorry, Pugs. I'm so sorry. It's a 1 minute thing. It's speedy. I know. I get you. However, the chat has decided what they think. I think that the majority a little bit is leaned to the nopers. But that's okay. Hey, prove those haters wrong, bruh. Prove those haters wrong. Sonny,
get it.
Are you feeling ready? Feeling ready for this?
To the best that I can. Yes. Let's go.
The confidence is wavering. It went from yeah to like it's like I think so, maybe to chat. If you are ready, I need you to spam that love. If you're ready to harass Sonny for all the smooth brain comments here that we get here of all the oh my god, the panic one answers here for quick questions. I need you ready. I need you hot on those clickers. I need you getting them all good and ready for this one. All right, Sonny.
Yep.
We starting here. We'll
Okay.
start in 3, 2, and
What?
had to do it to him. Had to do it to him.
Damn.
Alrighty, for real now. For real. For real. For real. For real.
All right. All right.
Alrighty, start in right now. When I say that, make sure to just keep in mind too. Don't feel like you have to explain them. We will go at the back explaining after. You just have to say that what the story is about, or what the item is about, or what it is, and we
Okay.
can talk about it later. However, start the first one, and I'll continue on after I ask you the first one, on to the next one, to the next, to the next. Alrighty,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
we're starting right now. What is your favorite word?
Like,
What is your favorite food?
fried chicken,
What is your favorite drink?
Pepsi Max,
What is your favorite number?
9,
What's your favorite movie?
Shawshank Redemption,
What is your favorite move or favorite memory?
graduating university.
What is your favorite vacation?
Going to LA in 2019.
What is your favorite animal?
A pug, a dog, pug. Yeah.
What is your favorite family tradition?
Celebrating Christmas with family.
And what is the favorite gift you've ever received?
A film camera.
Yo, yo, you fucking did it, boy. You fucking did
Let's
it with fucking like
go.
7 seconds to spare. That's my guy. Yo, who is getting the fucking bag right now? Who's getting the fucking bag right now? Give it to him. Oh my goodness. I want to know. That scares me actually a little bit. How many points? Yo, you guys are gonna be fucking loaded now. My God. Yo, how many points? How many points? Yo, they got 3. Oh my God. What the fuck? That's nuts. That's
They
scary.
got paid out.
They got paid big time. My goodness. Yo, who dropped the bag though? That's my question.
Oh, I did.
Yo, did you really?
So I put 5.5 for no because I knew I was gonna get it.
Okay, 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 okay.
So we give the non-believers and the believers hope. So
Okay,
hey, for the
okay.
head top, for the guys that believe in me, thank you. See, I did it for y'all.
Hey, I believed in you. I believe in you. I believe in you
Thank you.
100%. I knew you got this. Um, all right, let's go through all these here. Let's learn a little bit more about you here, Sonny. So,
Okay.
alrighty. Enjoy the bags. Now it scares me because I don't know who has how much money. That is crazy. Yeah, Donovan's buying another ticket pack. Wolf, get that on the record here. We're getting another ticket pack here for our raffle giveaway. Thank you, Wolf. Appreciate you. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, so let's start in from the first one. You said your favorite word was like.
Yeah. So
Okay,
whenever
new.
I like converse with people, you know where you can't form like a structured sentence where like it's not sophisticated. You're always like blabbering on random like contractions and stuff like that. I'm always saying like this, like that, and I feel like it's just like it's just normal for me to know
Okay,
whenever I converse. I'm always saying like.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah.
I like it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You said your favorite food is fried chicken. Is there a certain place you like it from,
Oh
or is that
yes.
like homemade?
So um there's this place in Melbourne in the city. I'm not affiliated by it by any chance, but it's called Sonny's Fried Chicken. And they
Same
yeah, a lot
spelling
of
and everything.
people yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
so same
sick.
spelling, same everything. And yeah, they have like their chicken is so tender and juicy. Like you bite it on the outside crispy, but on the inside it's just like cooked to perfection. It's like the best chicken I've ever had. And it's just
Crazy.
like when I have that or like if I have like fried chicken from like my mom's with her cooking or like even if the cousins cook it, there's always different variations, but it's just like a staple for me where like, yo, if they're cooking it, I'm 100% taking it. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. Awesome. Hey, fried chicken's is fire. That is the good stuff.
that's it,
Um,
that's it.
Pugs did say your like thing is like me with
Yep.
literally. I say literally a lot, and my chat memes on me to the point where we've even got a command for it now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite drink? You said it was Pepsi Max.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just, like, if I'm gonna, like, eat something and then, like, there's either Coke or Pepsi Max. or like another drink or Pepsi Max. I'm just gonna side to Pepsi Max. I don't know. I just feel like it's a good side drink for me. A lot of people say that they prefer Coke over Pepsi, but I'm just like straight. Like I don't even like normal Pepsi. If I had a choice, just straight Pepsi Max. I don't even know why.
I was
It's
gonna,
weird. Maybe
I
it's
was
the
gonna, s-
sugars.
I was gonna say, I was like, I was wondering why you said Pepsi Max, not Pepsi, but I get it's sugars. Yeah, okay, okay. See?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't. Maybe there's just something more addictive with the Pepsi Max sugars and whatnot in comparison towards a normal Pepsi.
Literal Pepsi sugars. Yo, when that fake sugars hit different.
They hit different.
Oh my goodness. I can already see how many clips are gonna be done today. My goodness. There's already one. Oh my goodness. Um crazy, crazy. You said your favorite number is number 9. Is that with a like what is how did number 9 come? Is that a sports thing? Is that like a date? Like what does number 9 mean to you and how is it so special? Why is it so special to you?
It's it's actually the day I was born, so January 9,
Oh, okay, okay.
and, it's just number 9. It's just like, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know why I fell in love with it because it's 9, like, it's not the most appealing number, but, it was a born date, and I've just stuck with it. It's like 9. If I was gonna choose a second number, it was gonna be 20 because that was my, possible number that, like, I first ever had, and, like, I made sure no matter what team I played for, I always had number 20. So
Interesting. Okay. So those are your
yeah,
top
but number
2.
9
Okay.
first, so
Okay.
yeah,
Number
those are
9.
top 2, those are the top 2.
Okay. Okay. So your favorite movie was Shawshank Redemption. Why is that?
Yep. So when I was in high school, I studied media, so like we dissected that film, and like understanding that like it was never a box office hit. It was like post movie, it became so successful because of the themes, the story, the way they built it up. It's insane. Like for me, I enjoy watching like films whenever I get the chance to. Sometimes like I just watch whatever comedy stuff like that, but like at times I like to just dissect like film theory. And yeah, Shawshank Redemption is one of those films where it's just like there's so much storytelling in it. It's really nice. It's really nice to watch. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay. I don't think I've ever watched it yet before. So I mean, hey, maybe I'll have to go. Maybe I'll have to go
Ooh,
hit
there
hit
we
it up.
go.
Go hit it up.
Hit it up one time.
Donovan, I see that you said that the guest question is not available, and I saw that there's a couple other things that are in there too. I'm sorry, I had locked it up for who are you, so it should all be available now. So if you go into it now, it should be able to be redeemed now. Favorite memory you said was graduating university.
Yeah. It
Congratulations,
was
first
funny.
off.
Thank you, thank you. Yes.
Tell us the story.
Oh. So, with graduation, was university. It's weird because like I started school like a year early. I don't know. It's just a thing that you can do here. So I was like before even hitting 21, I already graduated uni, and like that in itself, I'm just like that's insane. Like I was surprised by that, and like the way I made sure to rock up at graduation. It was a hot day, so I was meant to wear a suit. I like collecting pins, so I was meant to have pins, but it was way too hot. It was like 38 degrees for me, and yeah, I pulled up to the like because it was a big stadium. I pulled up to the stadium because I'm a big wrestling fan. You guys can see the belt.
Yep,
So
yep.
that belt, I bought that belt just for graduation. So I was at the stadium with that big ass belt and I was taking photos and stuff. And I'm just like, that solidified my like educational experience throughout like
Sick.
the last like what, maybe like 10, 15 years. So
That's
that's why we
awesome.
have that little belt there in the background.
That's sick. That's pretty sick. That's awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
You said your favorite vacation you've ever taken was LA in 2019. What was so special about LA?
Yeah. So
Great
that was
place,
like
by the
the
way.
first time it's amazing, it's amazing. So that was the first time I traveled without, like, parents. I traveled with some of my friends, and then, like, the main reason why I wanted to go to LA, I actually went to a festival. It was called Camp Flognog, it's, like, Tyler, the
Yep.
Creator's,
Yep.
festival. Yeah, so, I went there and just being able to, like, do whatever you want in, like, LA and, like, just have a good time. It was, like it was amazing, like, I went Disneyland, I went to a concert where, like it was a concert that was cheap. It was like only I think $50 Australian.
Yo,
And like
that's
I
really
got
cheap.
to it's cheap, and I got a mush pit with like Denzel Curry because like he was a surprise guest, and like he was just chilling in the mush, and then like there was so many different like good experiences that I had there, and it was just like the best thing I've done, and it's just like I want to replicate it. I would just want to travel more. So LA's always that stepping stone towards my travel life.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's funny. I
Yeah.
saw Tyler the Creator in I saw him in Seattle.
Ooh.
And yeah, what's it called? And I was actually on the front, like on the bar,
Yep.
and because I was sitting there, they're like pointing at everyone's stuff, and you know how Tyler is. You gotta the crowd is like everything's happening. Like you have
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
over
yeah.
here who's moshing. You have someone over here who has their tits out. You have someone over here who's got this like everything that you can imagine is happening. But they were pointing at people that had glasses on. They're like, oh, I like these glasses. I like these glasses. And
Yep.
Taco's sitting back there and he points at me and he goes, "Look at this dumbass's glasses right there." And I'm just wearing some like Ray-Bans, like that
No.
was it. And literally this guy, I'm like, "Fuck you, Taco!" And he bursts out laughing. And what's it called? It was just one of those kind of funny moments that I don't know. Taco, he seems like a great dude, so he seems pretty funny. He has a good sense of humor,
Oh,
that's
that's
for sure.
wild. That's
Yeah,
funny. That's funny.
no, it was pretty cool. But yeah, no, it was, um, yeah, no, that's my Tyler the Creator kind of memory. I've seen Tyler, I think,
Yeah.
twice now at two different festivals. Um,
Nice.
but that Seattle one was definitely pretty cool because that was the same thing. I went with some of my buddies. It
Yep.
was a trip where I didn't have any parents there. We just all our buddies went out and we had been kind of we had gone to a couple
Yeah.
festivals together and it was just one of those things and it was really cool. We saw so many amazing. It's Bumbershoot in Seattle and they put on a great show for sure for all
That's
the
good to
creators
hear,
there.
man.
Yeah. But also like with yours like Disney, that's super awesome too. Like Disney Plus, also the concert sounds crazy.
Yeah. No, so like, dude, like going to Disneyland, even Universal Studios, right? Oh, look, I'm a grown ass man. I was a child just running around. I went to Splash Mountain twice. I was in the Hogwarts like section trying to geek out. I didn't have enough money, so I couldn't buy myself a wand. But like I wanted to buy a wand as well, and I just wanted to like run around and just be like, Expecto Patronum, and just do all of that shit. But yeah, no, it brought the child out of me, and it's just like one of those things where I just want to like revisit again. I don't know, like theme parks just seem so much fun, man.
Yo, that
Just to,
yeah,
like, mess
exactly,
around.
exactly. Yo, no, maybe we got. So let's go. I'm tentatively planning. I've kept it kind of quiet, but I guess I can put it on. I guess I can say it on stream here. I'm
Yeah,
planning
yeah,
in
yeah.
2023 to do a little bit of a streamer meetup with all my Australian friends in Byron Bay. Um,
Hey,
yeah, so let's go.
yo.
So we'll talk about that, but it'll be off stream. But 2023 might be something pretty big here for some brand Aussie content.
Let's go.
Yeah, so let's go, and of course we'd love to have you there if you'd be interested. But yeah, no, maybe the next one after that is we do a North American one where we go to Disney. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, yo.
So that'd be pretty sick. So we'll
There we
see.
go. Put it out there.
Disneyland is for adults. I agree, Caleb, 100%, 100%. Um,
Facts.
and then you said your favorite animal is a pug, and I laughed because I we have senpai pugs in chat here. A good friend of
Yep.
ours, Ivy. What's it called? So pugs. How you went specifically pugs? So let's
Yep.
let's see your pugs.
Bro, I'm shaped as a pug. Bro, I ain't the tallest. We kind of think with it. We kind of breathe the same way. We're fucking pugs.
You see Sunny run upstairs.
No. I'm not that suffocating when like I'm running and shit. But like after like a jog or some shit, I'm gonna be puffed out. So,
Yo,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
at least you cute though, you know what I mean? So hey, that's where
Ah,
it is.
that's
That's
it.
what's that.
We'll
That's
take that. We'll take
hilarious.
that.
That's funny though. That's hilarious though. Is that the only reason you like pugs?
Oh yeah, pretty much. No, but
Okay.
it's not too bad of a pet to have. I don't even have a pug as a pet. Low-key, it's expensive to buy a pug, and then like the upkeep as well for pugs. It's like it's very expensive. But it's just yeah, no, like if there was like an animal I would ever be reincarnated upon, it would
Hey,
be a pug.
for sure, for sure. 100%. Well, yo, I reincarnated. I'm pretty sure you are one. What do you
Yeah, we
mean?
are one. We're the physical manifestation of a pug, a humanoid version of it.
Human voice. Yo, there's gonna be some fucking memes in my Discord later of your face on a pug. I swear to God. Just
Hey, that's perfect right there.
someone wake up ER. Tell ER we need some edits here for our boy Sonny. That's
Oh,
hilarious. No, that's too funny. No, I agree though. I think the upkeep of like pugs are like they're probably they got to be pretty expensive considering like they are definitely like they have the breathing
yeah,
problems, right? Like they because of that
yeah,
squished in snout, like it's hard for them to breathe sometimes. And adorable dogs, don't get me wrong, adorable
yeah,
friggin'
yeah, yeah.
dogs. But
100%.
unfortunately, they have a lot of breathing issues from what I've heard from friends that have owned them and family members that have owned them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You said favorite family tradition. You said celebrating Christmas. So tell me what a Christmas at the movement house looks like.
At the movement house, so, like, I'm meeting up with, like, all of the cousins that we have here in Australia. All the cousins, aunties, uncles. We always do it like a Kris Kringle, where we're given a name, we give that person a gift. Um, a whole heap of food. So much food. Like, you're gonna eat till you pass out, and then, it's just nice meeting up with all the cousins. We, like, talk, we converse, we, like, play games. We relax. It's just a nice little catch up over Christmas break after a long year, especially the last 2 years as well that we had, especially with COVID and stuff. It's just like, it's hard to like take time for no, you gotta take like time. Like time is just like we had 2 years of just being locked down and stuff, and it was just like,
Terrible.
especially just everyone just meeting up together. It was fun. It was like a sense of relief, a sense of just like, we found some commonalities, we found some like life's getting just a little bit normal again. And yeah, ever since I was little, we've always done that Christmas tradition of everyone just linking up and just enjoying Christmas, having a good time, not worrying about anything else. And yeah,
Sure.
that's why I really enjoy Christmas with the family.
That's awesome. Hey, it's always a good time, spending Christmas with your family. And it's funny you said that about
Yeah,
like the COVID thing. It's like how different it's been in like the last couple of years, and then like coming to this year where
yeah,
you actually be able to spend it with them, and so that where things are lockdowns are a little bit less in this past year, and so or this year.
yeah,
But one thing like I've noticed is like similar, first off, like can definitely relate. The
yo,
was the fact that like after like lockdowns and we not seeing family for so long, I felt like I didn't almost know how to converse with my family. Like I didn't know how to how to like talk to them so that like I felt like almost like anxious because like I've been locked up. I have no
yo,
social interaction. No one's talked to me for so long, like in person. And
yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like kind of weird. I'm like kind of sitting here, I'm like happening.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's something
No,
that's I think is pretty interesting that like 2 years of not seeing kind of like family on tradition so that can really mess with your head in a weird way. So
yeah, because like that's the thing. Everything was like online and stuff like that, right? And then like actually just like seeing people again after so long. It's just like, god damn. And the funny thing about me as well, as you seen with my hair, I'm like, I don't mind like just like trying shit out, right? So I remember one Christmas, I had my leg sleeve. So I full have like my Pokemon tattoo leg sleeve. And then I remember because out on Christmas I wore shorts so like everyone could see it. I remember all the aunties and uncles just looking at my leg, and they're just looking at it. They're fascinated because no one else in my family has like a big tattoo. Like
yeah.
none of them have tattoos except for me. And then like they just looked at my leg and they were just like fascinated, and they were like a bit weirded out. And then like yeah, like I rocked up to the Christmas before that with purple hair. And then it's just like I'm always like having something different where like we stand out a little bit more in the family meetups.
I was gonna say, are you that? Because I feel like sometimes I'm that kid. And hey, no offense to any of my family, I love every single one of you. So like, don't
Yeah.
don't feel like that. But I would say is like, do you feel like sometimes you're going to the family meetups and you're like, I'm the one with like the tattoos, I'm the one with like the dyed hair, I'm the one with the piercings. Like, are you the one who kind of stands out versus your cousins?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, okay,
100% I stand out with all my cousins. We're the one that's just, the outlier. But we're enjoying ourselves. We're having a good time. So, I'm
exactly.
not pressed out about it. If anything, like if they ask me questions, I'm just open to like just telling them why I did it, how I did it. And yeah,
Yeah,
because like they're just as interested as in
totally.
them like just like looking and just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, and that's the same thing. It's like my family would not be the type to judge. They're just more kind of like, oh, like you mean like it's not something we like like constant in our family. Like
Yeah.
I think I'm the only cousin with tattoos.
Okay.
One of my youngest cousins just recently got his ears pierced. And I was like, yo,
Okay.
what's good? Like everything. And like
Like come join the dark
yeah,
side.
exactly. And then let's go. I'm like, I'm telling him all these things, and I'm looking at his parents like, please don't fucking hate me. Like,
Yeah.
I promise I'm not a bad influence. I'm just like trying to like sort of
Yeah.
thing. And so, no, there's a bunch of things here too that I'm I think it's important to be unapologetically you. Like I've talked about this a
Oh
lot
yeah,
when I when I
100%.
when I meet guests and stuff like that. And I think, hey, if that's dyeing your hair, if that's you mean like if that's body mods, if that's
Yeah.
nail polish, if that's whatever it is, certain clothes. Like I think it's important to be able to express yourself however you want.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important, and I think that's awesome and so yeah. And
Yeah.
yo, that's that leg sleeve. I'm pretty sure you've shown me at least once before.
Yeah.
And what I recall from it is it being fucking sick. So I'm sure that they're probably just gazing on, oh shit, that's so sick. So
Yeah, it's fun. It was nice, man. I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I did it.
Sure, for sure. And then you said your favorite gift you've ever received is your film camera. So what camera you
Yeah.
get? Who'd you get it from? What makes it so special?
Okay, so when I went to my LA trip, right, I actually lost my film camera in Uber. So
Oh,
that broke my heart, and that was at the start of my journey. I had so much film rolls to like take photos with, and just to just to have as memories. But unfortunately, I lost my film camera there. So then the year after, my sister actually bought the same camera on for Christmas for a gift for me. And the thing is with me, it's just like I'm that dude ever since high school. I've always been that dude with the camera. Whether I was like recording videos, I had my dad's old VHS camera, and I was always like just recording content because like with that VHS camera, it's just like it's already nostalgic. But then like especially recording like my final year in high school, it makes it even more nostalgic because we can look back at the videos 10 years from now and be like, yo, well, look how easy like time was and stuff like that. So yeah, I always had a camera with me, and like nowadays with my little like satchel that I wear everywhere, out I have I always bring like a camera that I can put in, and then like it's just like if my homies are out there having a good time, I'll be like, "Guys, pose real quick, take a little photo just for the memories," because I like to just cherish those memories with, photography, and yeah.
awesome. No, that's awesome. And I
Thank you,
think
thank
like
you.
I went so many years being that kind of like that friend that was taking pictures of everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that sucks that no one ever talks about is you're never the one that's behind the camera, and that's the worst part. Is there's not enough photos of you. Okay, so what's
That's
your
it!
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it! Dude, I've been trying to look for, like, new photos to post on just social media and stuff like that, and I go back and it's just like, "Oh, crap. My last good photos were, like, on, like, Christmas." And then I was just like,
Brutal.
I'm going there we're in the 3rd month of 2022, and I still don't have, like, a decent photo to put up. And it's just like, "Ah,
So
I need some photos."
it's funny, before doing Twitch, I never took photos of myself
Yeah,
at all. I didn't take photos of
yeah,
myself, I didn't take photos or anything like that. Since starting Twitch, I've found some interest in, like, taking photos of myself, whether it's just a fucking selfie or if it's just, like, actually,
yeah.
like, taking pictures, like, funny things, like,
Okay.
for instance, like, taking the pictures with with my fish flops on the other day on
Yeah.
Instagram, like,
I think I saw that, yeah.
whatever it is, like, I just like, doing something, like, that kinda shows the progress. Because 'cause you're right, like, it's
Yeah,
nice to have those memories, like, whether it's in high school or whether it's after high school. It's so
no.
it's one of those cool things to have, and I mean, it's one thing to have those memories, like, I think of one that,
Yeah,
like, really sticks with me is my friend Becky.
yeah.
We did a photo thing for one of our photo classes where she was wearing a horse head, like those little, like, plastic one those, like, those
Yeah, yeah,
latex
yeah,
ones.
yeah,
Now it's got
yeah,
we did it on, like a film roll. We, like, made it in, we went to a red room and we made it all out, so, yeah, it was, like, one of the coolest
yeah. That's
experiences
lit.
ever, and so still one of my
Yeah,
favorite photos I have. Um, and it's so funny because, like, that didn't include me, but it was one of those things that was so cool, but it's so hard being that person behind the camera. I would say is just
yeah,
like is making that time to be like, yo, just fucking even if it's like one of those like really nice film cameras, like just even getting something out, even if it's a blurry fucking photo, it's something that's funny
yeah,
and something you remember. I think is important. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's hard being the
yeah.
person behind the camera that takes pictures of your friends for sure.
Dude, no, 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 100%, man. I feel you on that. Like with me as well, I got to the point of time where like I was like directing videos.
Sick.
I was making like music videos for my friends and stuff. And it's just like, yo, like I have this idea, I have this vision, it's cool. But then sometimes there's times with me, it's just like, yo, let me hop in the camera, let me do something, like that type of thing. And then like, yeah, I feel like more recently, like I still take photos of my friends whenever we go out, like with my film camera. But then, especially with streaming now, it's just like, the camera's on me for like a lot, and it's just like, yay, I can express myself like with the camera. So
Awesome. That's
best of
good.
both worlds now.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's good that you found that sort of thing because I think it's hard to it's like you said, it's hard to kind of get behind that camera and um I
yeah.
will say though, I can tell you have like a big film background considering your stream itself. Like looking at your stream has been amazing to look at. Like
Thank
your
you, thank
for
you.
instance, I didn't even know about your lurk thing until yesterday because I just hadn't
Yeah,
seen it pop out and just like that thing
yeah.
like I was like bro, that's fucking phenomenal. And we'll be talking because
Yeah,
I want to see if I can incorporate something like that into my stuff too because I think that's a
yeah, for sure,
brilliant
for sure.
idea. Um, and no, it's there's so many like cool ideas that you have on your stream. Like you put so much effort and time into your streams, I can tell. And
Appreciate that. Yeah.
it's no, it looks crispy and amazing. And like your cameras are fucking so clear. I was like in shock. Um, so no, it's something
Thank
that
you, man.
I aspire to have that quality that you have on your stream for sure.
I
Um,
appreciate that, man. I
of
appreciate
course, of
that.
course. So let's go. The crazy thing is when we eventually meet up one day, it's gonna be just us taking pictures of each other with cameras in our hands at this point. I feel like.
Yeah, like we're not even gonna have like our faces. We're just gonna have the cameras like covering our faces because we're just trying to take photos of like each other.
Really though, camera reception exactly. It sounds like it's gonna be the exact same when we see Caleb too.
Yeah,
um,
100%.
let's go. I see a couple friends that have joined us in here while we did quick questions here. I'm sorry for not saying hi. Hello, Fluffy. Hello, Flace. And hello, Kiwi. Oh my goodness, what's up, new friends? Oh, also, just because Kiwi's message here saying rip camera, it reminded me. There was has that camera been found? Do you know where that camera is? Is it just an Uber? Like, do you know the Uber like that was taken in? Do you have any idea anything
Man,
about?
I was so sad about it. So I was meant to link up with the Uber driver, but then what happened was he was like, "Yo, I sent it off to a depot," and then it was just like, "Oh, I can't get it," because like we had flights going to San Francisco for a week. So we just never got it back. But what I want to do one day is I just want to make it like I want to make a new TikTok account because like the thing is with the TikTok algorithm is that when you post your first video, you get pushed on the For You page a bit more than in
Yeah,
comparison to other
first
videos.
10, first 10
So
usually. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, first time user. So what I want to do is I want TikTok account and first video. It's one of those like story videos where it's like, hey guys, like I went on this trip in 2019 and I lost this camera on this Uber driver and I'm trying to find my way to getting it back because we had some photos. I'm not too sure where it's been, what's happened, but if you guys know anything about it, reach out. Just some like those videos because they get viral. Like the most
Yo,
like nonsensical stuff gets viral.
hey,
And I would love
I
to
would
find it.
love to help if you need anything for that, whether it's the editing process or whether it's just like pushing it, promoting it more. We have a couple friends in LA. That's what I was gonna say is I have a couple friends in LA that might be willing to help on this journey too, to see if they can find it and stuff like that too.
Oh,
So
that would be amazing
I
if
would
we
go
could
because
get it back somehow.
that's the thing is like I think that'd be so cool because I think it's so much. It's not only is it just the fact of like finding it, but it's also
Yeah.
the part of also like what was on there. I think would be sick to see.
Dude, I had so much good photos. I had just like good memories with like friends and everything like that. Cause like I think I almost finished a role
Mhm.
and it was just so to be honest, so that whole day was just like later in the day, it was just unfortunate. So much different things happened. But yeah, it was just like, yo, that film camera started it off though. And
Really
then it
though.
was just like, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm not, it was just a bad trip." Santa Monica, I have bad memories, so we'll just we'll keep
Wait,
it
so
like that.
where's the last
Okay,
that you
yeah.
know that film that camera was?
So we got dropped off at Santa Monica Pier. Oh, not Sa was it? It wasn't at the pier, but, like, you know the big walk that they have before the pier?
Okay,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so, like, we got dropped off at some random place, and then we did the whole, like, Santa Monica like, walk to Santa Monica Pier. So,
Okay,
yeah, it was, like, around that vicinity.
okay. And wait,
Yeah.
you said you got in contact with that Uber driver though, right?
Yeah, I got in contact with him, but that was on my American number. Now I don't have.
Ooh.
And, like, I could look through, like, my Uber statements and, like, see who the person was. I'm pretty sure it was a Toyota Camry as well. Like,
Doesn't narrow it
there's
down, my
some
guy.
Yeah.
Every Uber
Yeah, that's
driver
not
is
gonna
pretty
narrow it
much
down, it's not
rocking
gonna
it.
narrow it down.
Really though.
But,
Uh,
yeah, so, like, it'll be hard to retrace my steps, but, like, you know, obviously, I wanna try my best to do it because that'll just be great. But, like, the thing is, though, I feel like, you know, with film cameras, right? You know how, like, people would open it and then, like, it just, once it's exposed to sunlight, like, the film's just, like, it's just gonna burn up and, like, nothing's
yeah.
gonna happen. I feel like in the wrong hands, someone
Someone's
might have done that.
already
So,
popped
like,
it
we
open,
might not
yeah.
even have the photos, yeah. But, you know, it's just like,
It'd still be
uh,
cool.
yeah,
That
it'll be
adds
cool,
to
you
the
know, shoot
suspense,
that
if
shot.
anything, is if you find it and then like you mean if it's actually gonna be able to be produced or not, it'd be really cool.
Yeah,
Yo,
that'll be
that's sick.
amazing.
I'm invested. Now let's go. Yo,
Yeah.
if you can figure out the name of the person, I have a record of being able to find people and do some good research. So hey, I'd love to help.
Hey, yo.
So
Yeah, no, I'll make sure I'll go back to my Uber receipts in
yeah,
2019.
let me
It
know.
might
Let
be
me
a bit
know.
of a scroll, but yeah, I'll suss it out.
Exactly. Yo, that'd be sick. Yo, we're in this. We're in this. I'm in this heavy. Yo, like
Let's get it.
someone clip this, and then when we find the camera, I want this played.
Facts.
Because I'm manifesting, we're finding it. There's no shot we don't find
Let's
it.
get it. Let's get it.
There's so many people around this world. If I learned anything about this past year of doing connections, is that if there is a
Yeah,
fucking will and people are interested, there is going to be a way. And that
100%.
that would be the coolest thing. And I think that's super cool. So that was your last film camera, and so you got gifted your new one. You said right? Was
Yeah.
that was your new one that you got gifted when you got
Yeah,
back? Is
yeah.
that right?
Also, like, yeah, the year after.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, the year after, my sister, so what, 2020. My sister like found one online, and she just bought it. But like it was from Australia. It wasn't like
Or so,
from.
yeah.
Because imagine if she doesn't buy the same one from the states.
Imagine she
That would
buys
be
off
like pretty
eBay.
fire.
It actually like, somehow made its way to Australia, and then it just you're actually
Oh
the
man,
same one. That'd be
yeah, it's the same
hilarious.
camera the whole time.
Pretty
But
funny.
yeah, yeah, we got the same camera, same model, and everything. And then it was just like, yes, like it's perfect. But then the thing is now, like I have a different camera because my younger sister, she's the one that bought me the camera. She's all into like her like photography, video and stuff like that. She really liked the quality of it, and like as like an older brother, I've said it on stream multiple amount of times, like I'm just there to support her. So then like I was just like, yo, I'll just trade you. Like I'll let you have my camera that I originally used, and then you can just give me whatever. So yeah, she uses my camera now, and like yeah, she's just yeah producing content, doing her thing. So it's pretty dope, pretty dope.
That's really cool. That's awesome. And it must make you proud as an older brother too to be like, oh my goodness, that's my shit. Now she's doing it and she's doing some crazy stuff. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, 100%. Whenever I see her like post photos, record videos, man, like I'm just like, yo, you're killing it. You're doing a good job. So all I can do is just support and just watch her grow and grow as a content creator.
That's so awesome. That's really cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Um, how like is your how much younger is your sister than you? Like how many year what's the year difference?
So I'm 24. She's turning 20 this year, or 20, no 21. Sorry, I
That's
believe.
crazy. Our sister, younger sisters are almost exactly the same age. That's pretty
Hey,
crazy.
yo.
We're like almost the same age and stuff like that. That's crazy. Yo,
Yeah.
I feel there's a lot of similarities between you and I that I've learned about you in the last like couple weeks here. And since Who Are You, obviously learning a little bit,
Yeah.
but like this camera things, the love for LA, like yo, there's a
Yeah.
lot of similarities
Wow,
between the two of
yeah,
us,
there's a lot of
which is
commonality.
kind of interesting. So I'm wondering how today will go here. And there's a couple things that we want to talk about here. We want to get to, and we are past usually when we
Yeah.
take our break. However, I have a couple questions before we go into this break here.
Yeah, yeah, for
The first
sure.
one is from the audience. It's from our boy Donovan, and
Okay.
no one ever sneaks by Donovan without this question being asked. And that question is: toilet paper over or under?
To be honest, I'm not fuss. As long as I'm wiping my butt and the doo-doo's like in the thing, like I really don't care. Like if it's at the heat of the moment, chat knows how much times I end up going to the toilet. Like I discovered recently, I think I'm lactose as well.
Oh
So like,
no,
yo, at the end of the day, whatever I can wipe my butt with, like I'm gonna just use it. I'm trying to think. I think it's normally under, but even if it's over, I'm fine. I'm left-handed anyway, so life is different for me from the get-go.
jeez,
So I'm not stressed about it.
jeez. Yo, do you know what's crazy is you say you eat lactose and you think that it's funny. I found out that I might be allergic to something too. I know that I might actually be allergic to like honeydew. You know, like the fruit.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you discover that?
So like well, I mean, trying it and stuff like that, but like
Yeah.
it's like what was it like that green fucking melon thing?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's funny because it's only that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, like when I've discovered I was lactose, I was just shitting a lot in this. Like, so whenever I go out eat dinner with the friends, I have to take a couple extra toilet breaks because I'm there just pooping left, and I hate pooping in public. But nowadays, I just can't hold it in that much anymore. So I'm just fucking letting shit fly left, right, and center.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
a bit TMI, a bit TMI, but yeah.
Hey, it's okay. That's what this conversation is all about. It's all good. It's all good. Yo, the homie's a real one for sure. Yo, so
Facts,
what's
facts.
that's funny. That's funny. Yo, like, well, how do you find out about the lactose? Just kind of trying it all the time, like just drinking a lot of like
Dude,
stuff.
I was like drinking boba and then my stomach starts hurting. I'm like shitting 2 times within the span of like 30 minutes. When you just keep on going back to the toilet, you just like it's just not done.
Jeez,
Yeah.
yeah, the worst. Yo, true though. Kiwis 100%. Yeah, lactose people are different type of humans. Yo, let's keep chugging dairy products even though we don't care. 100%.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Even
you have an
supplements too.
allergy to something and you're like, let's roll the dice. Like,
Yeah, just roll it's fine. I'll rather drink my boba and just suffer in the toilet for a little bit. At the end of the day, at least I enjoyed it.
ugh, that's funny. That's funny. Um, oh my goodness. What else we got here? Sorry. So that question is kind of has
Yo.
grown some legs over some time. So it's not just that question anymore.
Okay.
The toilet paper question has quite a few layers to it.
Okay.
Some would say there's layers to the shit player.
Yeah. That's good. That's
What's it
good. I like
called?
that.
Thank you. There is the next one is when we're wiping, since you're wiping a lot, it
Yeah.
sounds like. We doing scrunch or we doing fold?
I'm just scrunching it. I don't have time to fold.
Jeez,
I
that
just
true
gotta scrunch
psychopath.
it. Yeah, it's psychopathic. Because if you fold, it takes too much time. But then there's times as well where like, have you ever just been in that mood where like you're taking shit and you just want to chill in the toilet?
Wait, what?
Bro, I enjoy it. So when I'm in my toilet time, I'm just kicking back and I'm relaxing at times. Like I'm not rushing it out or anything. There'll be times where like I'll pull out, like I'll be watching Netflix while I'm taking a shit. And then like, yo, if I pull out, if I like I come out of the toilet in 30 minutes, don't mind me. I've just been relaxing. Like I've almost fallen asleep in the toilet
This
taking a shit.
this dude's
That's how
watching.
relaxed I am.
This dude is watching like freaking what is it, like watching Squid Games, taking a shit, got his feet up, just chilling. Like this man,
Bro.
my goodness, having a time of his life on
So
that royal
yeah,
the throne.
you know how like back in the day you probably see like photos of people like reading the newspaper while they take a shit?
Yeah,
I'm just a new age version of it. I'm just watching
you're the
while
iPad
I'm
kid
taking
version of
shit.
it.
Facts. I'm the iPad kid. Uh,
That's too funny. And then the final one. So
yeah.
when we're wiping, are we wiping front to back or back to front?
I had to. I had to. I did the motion. Oh my god. I think I go back to front.
Okay,
I
okay.
think I think it's back to front.
We
I
got some
think it's
dookie
back to
nuts.
front.
I see you. I see you. We got some dookie nuts. It's all good. It's all good. We ain't
Yeah.
judging.
No, no, no. No. Oh, you just reminded me of something.
Oh no.
Bro, so I was watching this podcast, right? Dude, the person doesn't use toilet tissue. He hands out his poop and like he drops it in the toilet and it is like, "Oh, is that like why you wash like you that's why you wash your hands afterwards?" It's just like, "Don't you just wash your hands normally?" Yeah. No toilet tissue. He just grabs it out and it blink.
What the fuck?
It's
What the
disgusting. I gotta
fuck?
find well, after the stream, I gotta find you this video,
Oh
bro.
my god,
It was
please.
disgusting.
That's
It was
terrible. That is this that
yeah, yeah,
Bruh.
yeah, bro.
That
That
is
was my
terrible.
reaction
Yo,
as well.
Supa, you Tempura, you came at a weird time. What's up? What's up? Wait, man, you came at a weird fucking time. But chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Yo, that's what's
Hey.
up. What the fuck? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Some craziness here. Oh, so that's the toilet paper question.
Yeah.
Fortunately for us. Um, oh my goodness. Who else we got here? We got some questions. We got some decent questions here from the audience here. So we might be pushing a little bit of a late break today, but that's all right. We got a
That's fine.
question here from Volley. Volley
Okay.
asks, Minecraft or Valorant?
I don't know. So like I actually like have my own Minecraft server recently. And like pardon me, I've only started playing Minecraft like properly this year. So like it's been a lot of fun, but like Valorant's kind of that game that I found at the right time, especially in streaming, and like it's kind of like made me like find a lot of friends from it. So as much as I'm still learning Minecraft and I've been enjoying it, it's just Valo's just that game where like it helped me not only as a content creator, but like it was my first FPS. It was my first FPS that I played, and like yeah, I just got to take Valo in terms of like the games between the two right now.
Okay, okay. By the way, I
Yeah.
think we've lost your camera a little bit. You've frozen up on your camera
Oh, my
here.
camera's dead? Oh, wait, hold up. Maybe the battery died. Oh, wait, give me a sec.
All good, all good,
Sorry.
you're good. You got this cute face on right now.
There we go. We're good. We're back. Sorry, that's
There
my
we go.
camera. It happens from time to time.
It's all good. It happens. Exactly. It happens. It's all about this life of that streaming life where you're trying to keep everything all together. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We got
Very
another
so.
question here. Comes from
Yep.
Wolf. This is Wolf's new question, and fuck, I love it. I think it's a cool one.
Oh, yeah.
Is how did you get your gamer tag slash username, and what was your first gamer tag slash username?
It was so well, my obviously my gamer tag right now is SonnyMovement. And the way I got that was through high school. It was funny. It started so randomly. Like, everyone would just like if I was out and, like, I was, just, like, chilling with family or, like, if I was working at Foot Locker during high school, so a lot of people would, like, try to, like, come to me. They would take photos, and eventually my friend came up with this name that was, like, Sonny Movement. I'm just like, "Wait, hold up, this sounds funny," and then, yeah, it became the Sonny Movement where, like, people would go out, take photos, they would tag me, and then they would hashtag the Sonny Movement. And then, yeah, I was just like that became its own little thing. But obviously, like, nowadays, it's just, like, our names derived from that. But, yeah, it's weird the way it started, but yeah, no, we wholeheartedly take Sony Movement. In terms of my first gamer tag though, I can't remember. It's something on my PlayStation 3, but like I know because it wasn't Sony Movement. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So
Oh,
Sony Movement's a prominent name though that we
okay.
use on everything though.
I remember hearing the SonnyMovement that story about that. I think on your YouTube channel, I think you had a video about it.
Yeah,
It's um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
It
yeah,
explains it more into detail.
yeah. No, it was interesting. It was definitely very interesting. Like the SonnyMovement and like everything about that was like really cool, and like spreading happiness and all that stuff was like really really interesting. I watched the
Yeah.
video. It was a great video by the way too.
Thank you,
Um,
thank you.
yeah. Um, got another question here from a Supa. Soup says, "What is your favorite thing to watch while shitting?" Wow, I love how you guys really embrace this question. Thank you.
We've embraced it. We turned it into its own. You thought it was like a bit small before. No,
Really
we're going
nice.
to like the plethora of shitting. So,
Terrible.
yeah, no, it is. Favorite thing I like to watch while I'm on the dumper. It's probably like NBA highlights, maybe just like those random like YouTube like list videos, or just like informative. I really like watching like informative like YouTube videos. So like recently, I've been watching this dude in Japan. He like lives in his like truck, and it's so peaceful. It's like 30 minutes of peaceful stuff. Shows him cook his food, driving him like his little activity for the day. It's so peaceful, but like
Easier.
it's the best thing to watch. So yeah,
Yo, this man's
it's
meditating
nice.
on the shitter. This is
I
crazy.
really am. I
My
really am, but it's
goodness.
good though.
That's cool. That sounds like relaxing though. That sounds cool. It sounds like a good time.
It
Then
is. It is. It
we
is.
got another question here from Tempura Boy. Tempura says, "What is worse, getting water to splash back at you while you're pooping, or when you wipe, you get a bit of poop under your nails?"
I think poop on your nails is gross. Cause like
Okay.
you'll get the dookie smell on your nails, and it's just nasty. Whereas if you get that splashback, you can just wipe it down with your toilet tissue. You know,
It's still like
I
those
don't want.
feeling when though you get to go right in the hole. You're like, oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like, oh shit, little splashback. Oh, okay. Wipe that shit off, and then you're good. As long as you have your toilet tissue. But if you have like poo on your nails, like, goddamn, you could like after you wash your hands, you could just quickly put your hands in, and you get a whiff of that poo, and it's just, yeah, it's nasty.
Fuck. Why?
It's nasty.
Oh my goodness. This question is growing my legs. My goodness, it definitely is. I'm glad this channel's becoming all about shitting questions. Yeah, welcome to Connections, the podcast about shitting and how you shit. I will say though,
Yeah,
you can definitely find out a lot about a person about the way they wipe their ass. That is definitely
that's
something we
true.
found out over the past year for sure. It lightens the mood a little bit. It gets everyone like nice and ready for the show. Podcast about human shitting. My goodness. Um, What's it called? Caleb, we kind of got that one already, but I will ask it. However, mods, can we refund Caleb for that one? Caleb, I want to give you that one back just because we technically did ask that, but I'll ask it again for you. I'll give you a free one here. A poo-cast? No, God. Connect shits or connections? God. Toilet paper, fold or ball/crumple?
It's a crumple, man. It's just easy. If you're in the heat of the moment and it's just like, just crunch it. But like, I'm not trying to fold it. I'm not trying to make like origami with my toilet tissue.
Oh my goodness. Terrible.
Gotta make little paper cranes with like the thing, and it just wipe out the thing.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
That laugh is my favorite.
I'm dying
Oh my
right now.
goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Um, Pugs, thank you so much for hanging out, Pugs. I'm sorry we got kind of stuck in the shit sand here. We haven't got the two choose one lie yet. However, we'll be playing in the next little bit here. Have a great night. Let's go. Get some rest.
You're doing
Love
great,
you, dude.
Bren.
What's up, Bunny? How's it going, Bunny? Good to see you. Thank you for that. You're doing great, Bren. You came at a weird time as well. Got stuck in a shitstorm. We really did there. Wolf. That's a good one. However, we're gonna move out of this shit stand a little bit here. And I got some questions for you. By the way, if you have any more questions for Sonny or myself, feel free to drop them in chat. You're more than welcome to. What's up, Shock? Welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Um, Sonny, what made you want to begin stream? What made you want to click that go live button for the first time ever?
So it was like I had inspos. Pardon me. So before I was on Twitch, I was just watching big streamers. Like, so two of like the people that I watched a lot where like I would credit my inspiration from was number one, TSM Hamlin's, well, he's just Hamlin's now. Just the way he brought himself to his community, he was chaotic. He was chaotic. Like he was like we're probably like the same height as well. So like seeing the Shark Kings, just like push their content through he always had thousands of people watching stream. It was chaotic, but like it was like that energy that you need. Like I would always watch him after I would finish work. And like I'll watch him for a couple hours because like he always does like the late night West Coast streams. So like I get to watch him and like he's just doing his thing. And the other person was Nick 830. It's so weird. Like his family friendly, it was just like positive vibes. And like yeah, I would watch those two like frequently, and I always had that idea of streaming. And what happened from that is that and at the start of 2020, we had a lot of bushfires here in Australia. And I was like, you know what? I want to raise money for charity. So that's how the story begins of like me raising money for charity and stuff like that. And yeah, we well that year I think we raised 7,000. That wasn't even on streaming, like properly streaming. That was just like through just everyone just wanting to help out. Like I posted it on my Instagram, Facebook, and like one of the incentives that I just made last second was just like hey, I just want to I'm gonna stream for you guys. So like we just drank on stream. People kept on donating, and like that's where I first got my hitch of like, wait, I actually enjoy streaming. So I slowly started streaming more, and like the people around me that I surrounded myself with at work as well, which is surprising. At the workplace I was working at the time, they were streaming. Like one of my friends, without her, like just talk like and like me talking about it frequently with her, I don't think I would be streaming. So I was surrounded by people that were starting to stream. Like she was a VTuber, and like I've always just told her that like without her I probably wouldn't start streaming. And yeah, because like I thought the world was gonna be locked down. I thought I was gonna be working. I bought myself a PC, and then I was just like, you know what? I have a PC now. I can try streaming. And then I think it was within a month or two. I remember posting stories on my Insta. I'm like, hey guys, like where should I stream? What should I do? And then we turn into reality. Cause like the cool thing with me, I've always been a guy that just network, just meet people. So I remember doing an internship and I worked with a graphic designer. So I hit her up and I'm like, "Yo, could you do my overlays for like streaming?" And she did it. She did it, and yeah, we got the stream started, and it's just
That's
like that.
awesome. That's so cool. That's
Literally.
really cool. That's really awesome. That's a really cool
Yeah.
starting story. And I think like just the networking side of things, and hey, definitely can relate to that. You know what we do
Hmm.
here type of thing. And that's the thing is like I've something I've admired about you. I've seen you've also been on another game show since Who Are You? You've been kind of networking yourself in different ways. You've
Yeah.
had multiple friends do multiple collabs with different things. And I think it's so awesome. Like it's a this world thrives on people supporting
Yeah.
each other and helping each other out. And I think that's so important. And
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. So that's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Like one thing I like to say is just like you know, as much as I like to eat, we're all trying to eat here together, and I just want to create a space where we can all eat and we can all succeed to our own manners. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Those family meals hit different, you know?
Facts. That's it.
Um, I see your question, Temper. I'm gonna get right back to it in just a second here. However, I got another question for you here.
Yep.
What is the summary of your life from the first moments of little Sunny movement all the way leading up to starting the first little parts of those body mods and those the hair dye and stuff like that, and now
Yeah.
into kind of this Sunny movement that we know and love here now in 2022, that has so many different stories to tell us that we're going to find out about later.
Yeah.
What are those little kind of like pieces that build up that kind of story?
I don't know, for me, I've always been, even when I was a child, like, I was speaking to my cousins the other day. I was, like, the same child that, like, I kinda am now. It's just, like, I was always just, like, radiating, like, positivity. I was, like, hype. I was, like I was that kid that would just, like, like, it was just I feel like for me, we radiate some type of, like, energy where it's like it's comforting, and then it's just like, you'll have a good experience. Well, I described it last time, like, I describe my streams as just like a place where, if you're feeling down, your serotonin, dopamine's a bit lower, I can 100% find a way to like just make you feel a bit better. And I think that was me ever since I was a child. Like I talked to my cousins the other day, as mentioned. They said that, like, one day, like, some of my gum was, like, hanging out of my mouth when I was a little child, and all I was doing, I was, like, wiggling it in front of my cousins, and they're like, "Stop doing it," and I just kept on, like, just doing it, like, they were laughing, and they were just, like, screaming and stuff like that, and see, I don't remember that, but they remember that. They remember that memory of me, and it's just like, yeah, I think I was just, like, just that kid, just like try to make people laugh, try to make people, have that good time. So yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what like going kind of like maybe not year by year, but like on that kind of senses, what are those little
yeah,
stories of like that can kind of lead up to now here? Like, give me some ideas. Like, what's
okay,
I don't know if you guys call it elementary school, but that's what we call it in Canada. Elementary school. What
yeah,
is like middle school age? High school. We heard a little bit, but let's hear some stories. Like, what made up those kind of things, and then university, and then now, like, what are those kind of
yeah.
parts? Like, what are some key stories that we should know about here going into that?
I guess in primary school, I was always that kid that just wanted to get like everyone involved in stuff. I remember trying to organize like a whole basketball tournament in primary school. I was vocal about it. I'm like, even like, did you ever play like Tiggy? Like it?
Like
It's like
tag?
tag,
Yeah,
tag,
yeah,
tag,
yeah,
tag.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
So I remember we did like a year level tag where like
Yeah.
everyone was playing. And then it got to the point where like they banned tagged at our school because it got a bit too chaotic. But like that, like there, that was fun. High school, as I said, I was always that dude with the camera. I was trying to like invoke, just like good times. My year level was the first year level in my high school where we managed to actually organize our own formal because our high school didn't let us do it for like our final year. So I remember one lunchtime, I just like I talked to my friends about it, and then I'm like, "Okay, bet if I plan this out, I'm gonna get people that I know that could help out." So, like, I devised because like, I was that floater where, like, I was just cool with everybody. So, like, I got people from different groups, and we all got it together, and yeah, we had our first ever, formal. We did that, and then, I made sure I was MC for the night just to make sure. I was there for moments, hyping everyone up, having a good time, just thanking everybody. There's that, university. University, I was in my own, like, circle because I was cool with, I had friends from high school that went to the same uni, and we graduated. We was in the same classes, but I made sure that, like, whenever we did projects, as soon as there was, like, a video project, I'm like, "Yo, I'm taking lead. Like, this is what you have to do. I'm making sure we're getting, like, the high grades." And not one of my videos, like, I didn't get anything lower than a high distinction, which is, like, a higher mark here, so yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just like there's little moments like that where I like to take a bit of a lead, and then I make sure that like people are comfortable around me, where like we can all just strive to succeed. So
Awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome. I like that. We got one more question
thank
here
you.
before we go into the break here.
Yep.
And that's from Tempura. And Tempura is asking, how do you deal with lack of motivation to stream? And what do you do if you're losing creative juices? It's a great question, by the way.
Yeah. I guess for me, when you lose that motivation stream, I feel like it's just nice. Like take that step back, just like force yourself to take a break and just like reevaluate your surroundings, kind of what you're doing on streaming. Maybe like take that risk, try stream something different, do something different. Like for me, I've learned that like I don't just want to do one thing on stream anymore. Where like there used to be times where like I would just stream Valo for a whole week. And look, some people like doing that, but then I feel like for me, my like I'm an all rounder where I can do whatever, well, most of the time. And like it'll be okay. But like always make sure to take that step back. And I feel like for me as well, I like to watch like new streamers because like you learn kind of how like they take on things, and then you can just understand how like people stream. Like I like to watch like people that are like on the spectrum of like where they're a small streamer or they're a big streamer, and like in between as well. I feel like you gain a new sense of like inspiration of like, oh wait, this is actually cool. And I've got inspired by like a various amount of streamers recently where I can like try to, take my streams up to the next level and stuff like that. Like it's a never ending process. And I feel like, yeah, especially if you lose that like creative juices, like finding inspos, finding your muse to like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like I kind of like what they're doing. It'll motivate you to like do your thing again. So yeah.
I think it's always important to have like a goal to reach, to go to the next tune. So and I can
Yeah.
definitely say is like the times that I've felt not kind of like content with doing this has
Yeah.
been when like I haven't had a goal that I can reach, or like an achievable goal, or like a time bound goal or something like that, and or a goal that's a little
Yeah.
too far, things like that. And so I can definitely
Goal.
relate to that for
Yeah.
sure.
Dude,
Um,
goal setting's good. Goal setting's good.
really is 100%. We're gonna stop it right here. We're gonna go on a little break here. When we come back, we're going to do two twos and a lie chat.
Yeah.
First off, can everyone say hi to Stan? I see Stan,
Bench.
Stanch,
Tofi,
Stan,
Tofi. That's
Tofi,
what I call him by Tofi, Tofi.
Tofi. Sounds good. I can call you Tofi if you're okay with me calling you that. Um, so The Tofi? Hey, I'll call you Tofi. Sounds good. Is Tofi or Toffee? That's
That's
spelled
I
to me. That's
yeah,
toffee.
that's a toffee.
Tofi. Okay, I can call you Tofi. Okay, sounds good. No worries. Um, well, first off, can everyone say hi to Tofi, our new friend here in chat? The other thing as well, the yo Tempura, best of luck, my friend. You get there. Just keeping on type of stuff, my friend. Like it's not easy. It's mentally draining sometimes, especially with that when you're putting your self-worth onto a number. It's hard. I don't recommend to anyone. However, thank you, Will, for that shout out too as well. Um, if you guys are new here, one thing we're doing here today is that we're trying to beat one of my friends, Sandy, to 1K followers. I see we've gained a couple followers throughout here. We are currently at 949 followers. I'm trying to get to 1K today's stream. I need 51 followers. If you have some friends, maybe you haven't followed, maybe you're thinking about following, you're like, I promise this show's gonna get even better once you get back from the break. We're gonna do two truths and a lie. We might be giving away some points to get some entries in to get winning this at the end of the month here, and some other things too. But, however, if we also hit that 10K today on stream and we beat Sandy towards it, I will be giving away a $10 Amazon gift card to someone in chat. So you choose. You choose. You. It's up to you. Hey, we don't have to hit it. It's fine by me. I get to keep my $10 Amazon gift card. That's good with me. But I would love to give it to one of you guys. So if you have some friends and maybe you're like looking for some stuff, hit them up. Maybe like, hey, can you just jump in here and just drop a follow? My boy needs you. And thank you all those that are hosting too. I see Andy, I see Pugs, I see Sunny, I see B, I see Nor, I see my mama Lisa, I see Billy Bob, I see Wolf and Fuego with the host there. Thank you so much. You guys are supporting the stream in a very, very helpful way. So thank you, because when you do that, your friends see that I'm on your recommended page. So I appreciate that. So thank you so much for that, for taking the time and doing that. However, we're gonna hit a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna play two truths and a lie. We're gonna try and suss out this man's over here and see if we can figure out the lie here in his statements. And then after that, we're gonna get into some deep questions and make some real connections here. So I will see you guys very shortly. Go get some water, go say hi to some friends, and we'll see you when you get back. Enjoy the reels. We'll see you soon. And we're back. What's up, everyone? How's it going? What's good? I hope you enjoyed those reels. I'm sorry if they made you some sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just realized I was gonna do something in the break and I didn't. I'm gonna move my chair down because I'm like, I feel like I'm like staring down at chat right now. I'm just gonna pop myself down here. I didn't want to do it randomly in the middle of a conversation where I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Welcome in, Benji. How's it going? Good to see you. Got that little bear shy. So cute. What's up? What's up? All good. Everyone gets it wrong. It's Kelab Olive? Kelabolf? Kelabolf. Kelabolf. Am I saying that right? Kelabolf? Kelabolf? Kelabolf. Kelabolf? Kelabolf. Is there a name you want me to say too? Like I can call you something else if you want me to just call you something else, but it's up to you. I'll call you whatever you want me to. Not so happy after those drills. I saw a kiwi. I give you hug. Come here. Come here. Come here. I give you hug. We're sobbing. Well, I love you, Kiwi, and I hope everything's okay, because I know that some of those are really like deep and meaningful and stuff like that. And but I think one thing that I'm big on is I think it's very important to talk about things that are uncomfortable sometimes, and that is what's going to happen later in the show. And if you're open to it, I'd love for you to stay. If you have to go because you don't feel comfortable with that stuff, that is okay. That's all good. We still love you either way. And so we're just vibing and eating. As it comes up, we're sobbing. I'm so sorry. But I promise you, it's a safe space. Let's go. We are open to people who feel emotional, feel like they want to cry about stuff like this. Hey, it's all good. Let's go. We fortunately, one thing that a lot of these people that have been on this show can relate with is, unfortunately, there's some negative things that happened in some of our lives. But hey, we all fucking made it, and we're here right now, and that is something that is beautiful. Exactly, and something that is beautiful about life. And so I'm very fortunate for that, and I'm fortunate for you being here as well, Kiwi. So thank you for taking the time and hanging out with us today. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Fortnite, for the follows. Appreciate you. We're getting that much closer to beating Sandy. Let's go. We got 591. We need 49 more there. What's up, Burby Chan? How's it going? Good to see you. That's a little cozy blankie thing. I love that emote. Thank you, Kiwi, for the follow as well. We're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer. We need 42. My goodness, Barbie Chan, my goodness. Are we gonna make it? By the way, chat, just so you know what I'm saying, we're about to play Two Truths and a Lie in a second, but just before that, is if we make 1,000 today, before my friend Sandy, I'm gonna be giving away a $10 Amazon gift card to someone in chat. I'd love for you guys, our new friends here, for someone to win it. But it's gonna go out to someone if we hit the 1,000 today and we beat Sandy in hitting 1,000. So, and I know Sandy's about to go live soon, so we need to, you know what I mean? What's up, Henry? Good to see you. How's it going? However, thank you so much for those that have followed today and those have been following from a long time. The fact that I'm even this close to 1,000 in this small of a time frame is just amazing to me, and the fact that I've been able to spend it with such amazing people is even more amazing to me. So thank you. Yeah, look at that, Wolf with our 9-month-old, 3-week-old baby here. Thank you so much. However, Sonny, this is the time where I give you the floor to tell us the two truths and a lie. But before we're going to introduce how we play this little game on stream. This is Two Truths and a Lie. And what does it do? Well, here is some rules for Two Truths and a Lie. Right here, I'll get you beautiful eyes on the screen there as we introduce it. Two Truths and a Lie is kind of simple. There's 3 things to it. The first one is that the guests can provide 3 statements about themselves. 2 are fact and 1 is a lie. Number 2 is that the viewers are going to be able to guess the false statement by voting in a poll. If the viewers are correct, all the viewers will get 10 tickets towards the giveaway. Subscribers will get 50. If Bren chooses the correct false statement, one of the viewers will become a VIP on this channel. So there's a little bit up for grabs. You want to make sure I get it. You want to make sure you get it. So we're going to run a poll in a second here. Once we start this up, once we get to see what this is, and we're going to be giving some giveaways. And what we're doing, we're giving away this headset at the end of the month. You can get it. You get some extra free entries into it as well. So make sure you're listening up here, because we're trying to sniff out the sussiness out of this boy right here. There's a lot of sus to be sniffed out, let me tell you. Alrighty, Sonny, I'm gonna give you the thing here. Oh, got Renee with a 50-pack. Yo, get that in there, Wolf. Congratulations, Renee, on that purchase of yours for the 50-pack. Bad at guessing, that's all right. It's a majority wins. If majority gets it, everyone's getting points today. So I'm gonna give the floor to you. Can you please tell us what your 3 statements in no particular order are right now? And I'm gonna write them down actually too, so I don't miss them as well.
Okay. So first statement story is when I actually got sent to the ER room because I was burping nonstop. But the thing is though, my parents didn't know that I could control it. So I just kept on burping in front of them and they thought like something serious was happening to me. And I ended up just like fooling around with them the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I was
Okay,
a
that's
bit of
number
a
1.
menace.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2 is that so I finished work one day and me and my friends we're going home. We're all in like carpooling together and then we see a fire. We see a fire, like a house on fire. So we all like parked to the side and we ran into the burning house. Like we were on the outside, we went in the inside trying to make sure that everyone was safe. We did that one for number 2. And then number 3 is that, as I mentioned, I worked at Foot Locker for almost 5 years. And there was an incident where someone tried to steal a little bag. And what happened was I chased them all the way. So the shopping center that we had, like I would say maybe like 5 kilometers out, there was like a big oval. And I chased him all the way to the oval to get the bag back. And then he questioned me while I stole why I like hustled him for the bag. And I'm just like, I just want it back. You stole from our store.
Damn. Did you get it back?
Oh yeah, we got it back easily. They just
Okay.
questioned me why.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. That's a
Okay.
3
So I'm just writing
stories
these.
there.
I'm just writing these down here. Okay. So, chat. We're gonna start a little poll here. Wolf is working on that right now. 1, 2, or 3 are gonna be the poll things here. Dude's actually meant and sending here at the same time. 100%. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, buddy. I'm gonna poll right there. Which one is a lie? Number 1 is going to be that he was taken to the ER because he was nonstop burping, but what his parents didn't know is that it was all controlled. Number 2 is that when carpooling home with some friends, saw a house fire and went inside to check if everyone was okay. That's number 2. And number 3 is that while working at Foot Locker, someone stole a bag and Sonny chased after him to the point and got it back. So what is the cap here? We're looking for the lie here. 1, 2, or 3. One more time, I'm going to throw it out there for you guys. Is that number 1 is that it went to the ER because he was burping nonstop, but his parents didn't know that. He was controlling it all. Number 2 is that when carpooling home from work, He saw a house fire and went inside to make sure that everyone was okay. And number 3 is that someone stole a bag from Foot Locker, and he chased them down to get it back while working there. I see a couple people are going number 1, a couple of people are going number 3. No one biting on number 2. Interesting. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Someone did take number 2 there. So we see that number 1 and number 3 are tied right now with 3 and 3 right now. And that number 1 is, again, the ER. Went to the ER because he was nonstop burping, but parents didn't know that it was all controlled. Number 2 is that when finished work, the house fire um, saw a house that was on fire and went inside to go check and see if everything was okay. And number 3 is that while working at Foot Locker, someone stole a bag and he chased them down to get it back. I see number 1 is pulled into the lead now as we've done here. Number 1 being the lie there. Everyone is looking for the lie. Hello. Welcome in all our new friends in here. I see Gray. I see our Arrow. Holy shit, it's Arrow. What the fuck? Good morning, Arrow. If you're waking up right now. If not, good evening. I think number 1, I think you messed with your parents, but you didn't go to the ER. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. What's better than watching Bren and Sonny while eating chicken popcorn? I can't think of anything else. Nor. Picked randomly. Okay. So he's got some random picks in here, and that's okay. Hey, get your name in there. Maybe you never know what's going to happen. But again, for those of you that are trying to figure out what the lie is here, number 1, so he went to the ER, burping nonstop, but his parents didn't realize that it was actually all controlled by him. He was memeing on them. Number 2 is that after work was finished one day, he was carpooling home with some friends and saw a house fire. And he went inside to check and make sure everyone was okay. And number 3 is while working at Foot Locker, someone stole a bag and he chased after them all the way and got it back. So what is the lie here? I kind of believe that house fire. I don't know. It does seem like a bit much to be a fake, but I don't know. That was kind of my first one. I'm interested here to see what you guys think here. So make sure you vote if you haven't already. 1, 2, or 3. We got a couple seconds left on the clock as it ends off here at 1. So chat has decided. Now it's my turn, Sonny, to see what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I have this. There's a couple things here. Sometimes when I go with chat, we both get it. It's all good. Everything's great. And then there's sometimes when I don't go against chat and then we both lose, and then or sometimes the chat wins and I win. Or it's kind of random. And so I'm kind of on this weird thing recently where I've gone with chat recently and it's been paid off. And then the other day I didn't go with them and then they won and I didn't. And so like I think chat might be right, but I don't know. I'm guessing the one with the least details. Interesting. I feel like you might be got a point there, which is why it's leaning me to number 2, but I don't know. So, you know what? I'm going to go chat today. So, Sonny, is the story about you going to the ER because you're burping nonstop and you could control it the whole time, but your parents didn't know that? Was that the lie?
No, it was true. I have to prove it. As well.
Oh, bruh. Yo, my goodness. Yo, that's when I come back to you, I don't even fucking I couldn't explain. This is my podcast. I don't even fucking know. Thought you just built different. Okay. So obviously I went the same one. I'm interested though. What is the lie?
The lie is actually the Foot Locker one, like the bag. That didn't happen to me. It happened to my friend. It was
Oh
just a
my
story that like
goodness.
we like to talk about. I remember I'm built like a pug. I don't have that stamina. I can't run that far.
Fuck, he told us. He gave us the answers. We didn't even see it. Damn. Okay. Let's break these all down from start to finish here. I want to hear all these. I want to hear all these from start to finish here. We're gonna start with the first. We're gonna start with the lie here first. So you said that someone stole a bag and got it back, and that was a lie. Is there any truth to that at all?
Oh yeah, no. So it's a true story, but it's not on my part. I was the one that never did it. So my friend did it. He actually does like cross country running and stuff like that. So he was like physically fit. He
Okay.
chased the guy all the way to the oval. And yeah, same thing. They just said they were like, "Why do you chase me?" Got the bag back. And then when he came back, because like he went past restaurants and stuff, all the people at the restaurants were like cheering him on. They're like, "Yay, you did a good job and stuff." So it's just like one of those like retail stories that I just like to talk about because it's just so surreal to think about.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. Yo, your coworker built diff.
Yeah, 100%.
And then the what's it called? And then the ER story. So
Yeah.
your parents really took you to the ER because they thought you couldn't stop burping.
Yeah, I remember I was a little child, and I remember my parents like continually telling me about it when I was like a bit older and stuff like that. But yeah, I was a menace. I just kept on doing it. I don't know why I kept on doing it, and that's the thing is shown just then. Like I can still do it to this day. It's just I yeah, it was just a menace. I regret bringing my parents all the way to the ER room, but
Using some
yeah.
resources that probably could be used for someone else. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. But they just went in and I was just baiting. So yeah, yeah, that's all the truth there.
Jesus. Sunny movement? No, Sunny menace.
Sonny Menace.
um,
Oh,
okay. And then the one that I am most interested in. I am so eager to find out this one. This one I almost went with as the lie,
yeah,
but it wasn't even that either. So we would have both got it wrong.
dude,
You finish
yeah.
work, you go into a friend's car, you're carpooling home, you drive by, you see a fire, a house fire. And not only do you just well, from what you didn't tell us is that you didn't call emergency services. You decided to go in the house and check if everyone's there.
Yeah, so like it was wild. Like we saw a bit of traffic and stuff on our way home, and then we started seeing all the smoke and the flames. So yeah, me and my friends we pulled up because there was some people already there. So one of them we saw that was on the phone. So they were calling emergency services. They were trying to make sure that like the like ambulance was there. And then yeah, what I did, I was making sure that everyone outside was okay, feeling good. And then like we yeah, we quickly like ran near to the side. So my homies like went in trying to make sure. But then eventually everyone backed out a little bit because we saw gas tanks. And then it was just like, yeah, if the fire hit that, because like the fire just started spreading out really, really fast as well.
Yeah.
And then it was just like it was something that would have been really dangerous. So yeah, we all backed out. Luckily the firefighters came in time, but yeah, went through the whole old deer oh, I can't even talk properly. But yeah, we went through that whole situation of like, let's make sure everyone's safe. Luckily there wasn't anyone in the house. But yeah, we were trying to just navigate everyone around, making people safe. And yeah, someone started pointing out the gas tanks, and then we are just like, "Yo, we gotta back the fuck up just in case like it blows up." And the thing is, yeah, the smoke came down really fast because like so we came in where like the house was like burning a bit, but by the time we left back, it was completely just being burnt. It was just toasted. Luckily, the gas tanks or anything like didn't like affect it, but it was a crazy situation to be a part of.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Those are some three interesting stories there, Sonny. I'll give you that. Those you had
Thank you.
some interesting childhood there, or the upbringing, I should say. Damn,
Thank you,
damn,
thank
damn, damn. My goodness. Wow. You can
you.
there's no shot I'd be jumping in the house. I'd be like, oh, you guys are good. I can call emergency services, but that's about as far as I'm getting in there.
Yeah, like,
Um,
some people went like, I was I was, like, near the outside, and then, like, I went a bit closer. Dude, some people went inside. They
Jeez.
they just said, "Fuck it, we're making sure that no one's safe." But then, yeah, as soon as everyone saw the gas tank, everyone, like, backed out a bit
Yeah, no kidding,
because
because
that would have
that's
been
yeah,
volatile.
that's yeah. See you later.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, well that's two truths and a lie. Chat. Unfortunately, we got to hydrate here. By the way, not that's not the unfortunate part. Thank you, Gray. Unfortunately, we didn't get any wins there. By the way, Wait Ski, thank you so much as well for the 10 bits there. I'm sorry I didn't say it earlier, but thank you so much. I appreciate you for that, buddy. It's always good to see you. The surfing god in chat, Wait Ski. Love to see you, buddy. Thank you so much. Um, thanks for joining us too, by the way. No need to be hydrophobic, Bren. Ray or Gray, don't even start that shit. I love water. All my friends are water. um, Sonny, what? So this is the part of the show, by the way. We've talked about a lot of things,
Yep.
and this is the part of the show where we kind of get into the deeper stuff. We've talked about how you're the dookie nails. We've talked about the dookie balls. We've talked about how you wipe. How let's go. We talked about your things of your childhood, of things of going to LA, your film camera, the loss of your camera that we're going to find. By the way, anyone in
Yep.
LA, message me on Discord if you want to be on this search with me. Message me on Discord if you are very close to LA or the surrounding areas. I would love to be there. Um, the hallway in front or behind though. No comment. um, and then We've talked about your graduation. We've talked about you being built like a pug. We've talked about you and your cousins and your family, your sister who's really into photography. We've talked about a lot of things so far. However, this is when we get into the nitty gritty, the deep stuff. Um, and we're getting a little bit open. And as I said earlier to our good new friend Kiwi, is if there is things that might trigger you, this might be the time you would like to unfortunately leave us for today. If you'd like to spend time with us, we'd love to have you. If you'd like to lurk, we'd love to have that as well. And we appreciate you either way of what you do and love you either way. But this is the time where we get into the deep stuff and we get to know a little bit more deeper down about the creators that we know, we love, like Sonny. So I hope you're willing, if you are willing to, I hope you'll join us with this. Sonny, what has been the peak and the pit of your streaming career?
I guess the peak as like at the start of January, doing that big like 120-hour charity stream, like to raise like what we raised $5,555 for food bank. Like, to do that, that was so surreal. Like, to achieve, because like, we achieved it, like, whilst we still had time going, and to exceed it as well. It's just one of those things. Because like, as I said, like, I wouldn't be streaming if I never tested it out in that charity like, for the bushfires, like, 2 years ago. So, like, achieving that much for, like, the charity stream, like, it meant the world to me that, like, we made a difference. We helped people out, and especially, like, I was looking at the charity food bank. I was looking at their social feeds recently because there's been floods in Australia. They've been helping people out, so I know the money that we raise, help those people out who were like in need of the time. So that's like the peak of that stream. Like we raised that money for charity. The content was insane. We had people coming in with like big ass raids, just showing support. And it was just like I was just in gratitude and thanks and awe. It was a crazy period. It was a crazy period. So that
Awesome.
was fun. In terms of like the bottom pit, I guess it's most recently. Like I assume like you've seen the post about me talking about like how I have to like forcefully step back from full time streaming. As much like for me, I'm that guy where like I'll consistently push until, we're there no more. And that's the thing with me, it's just like as much as I didn't want to take a step back, I think just for like IRL sake, in terms of like stuff that's going on, it's just like it's not viable for me to continue pushing full time. Like I gotta like I dropped everything like a year and 3 months ago. I dropped everything I had, and then I was just like, hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna stream full time. Look, I know a lot of like streamers that are bigger, they tend to do that because like it's viable for them. With me, I was just like, I save money. Let's just send it. Let's see what happens. And we did it. It was fun memories while it lasted. But that IRL life is, getting back to us. And it's just like, hey, I'm content like winding down this tenure for now of streaming full time. Because I know eventually manifestations at B, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there again and do it. So yeah. Like it hurts because like I feel like I could have done more. But I know that at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna be better off doing it now, instead of like, giving up later. Because like I have that new sense of energy. Like ever since I made that announcement, I felt better about myself. I've feel newly motivated because I know that I'll be able to do more in the long run. So
Awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome. And I think it's definitely something that's different. And I saw your post, of course, your tweet that you posted about how you're taking a step
yeah,
back and it's interesting to me, and I talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this on stream or where it was, but I talked about how
yeah,
like I think there's a lot of streamers that are taking a step back right now, and it's something that's definitely been very interesting to me. Doing this
yeah,
now, just clicking over to over a year now, the and I mean, I don't think I would have ever imagined this would be where I'm at a year from here, but I think there's also so easy to look at the present and what you're doing now and be upset with that because you're not happy with where it is. And also there's things that include like burnout, anxieties, like I mean
yeah,
like the creative just things that like come, go, burnout and all that kind of stuff. And I think we live on something that's society with the social media that's so like quick. Trends
yeah,
come and go so fast, and if you hit that trend and you peak really high, and then you're the next week you're going right back down. It's very very weird and difficult, and it's something that's definitely been something that I've had to learn. And I think like TikTok, as amazing and as brilliant as you said, like as it is, like there's some really cool good things that it does. It
yeah,
also has this weird effect where like the dopamine hits are fast and then they're gone.
Yeah.
And if you and it to me doesn't play to personally my mental health in a positive way, and to the point where I've even stepped off of the app because I don't think it's good. I don't create on it. I don't use
Yeah.
it anymore either. For a while, I after I stopped creating on it, I started just using it as for just watching things. But now I don't even use it. I have it downloaded still, but I use it more or less just to kind of support my friends if I ever need to. If they
Yeah.
have something, they're like, "Oh, go check out my new TikTok." I'll be like, "Okay," so then you go pop it on. That'll usually be all I do. Like I don't usually really check TikTok anymore. But I will say is like it's there's definitely pros and cons to a lot of these things, but I think is with a
Mm.
creator in this day and age, it's so fast moving, and if you're not on that kind of high, it's really feeling it's hard to keep up with it and hard to stay kind of content with
Oh
what you're
yeah.
doing unless you're creatively, like you said, hitting goals or working towards something. And I truly think I think full-time streaming is a one-way ticket to burnout, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
that is my opinion. I'm not saying it doesn't work for everyone, but and who am I? I'm just some young kid from from Vancouver, BC that's under 1,000 followers for now. What's it called? But I would say is I think it's from watching a lot of my friends and the people who've done it that are streaming like these crazy amounts of hours. And first off,
Yeah.
props to you, like especially for the charity stream. Like props to you for doing stuff like that. Like especially not even
Thank you,
things
man.
to support you, just to support like your community, and that's brilliant to me. And um, shows to your character a lot to me personally. And I think is the fact of like, but doing like 5 day a week streams is it's difficult. There's no it's so hard to prepare yourself to be on the going on so much. The only thing I could say probably being comparable
No.
is someone that is doing either like a sports player that are like an athlete who is going to be
No.
in performing a few times out of a week. They might even perform 5 times a week. It's just that they're playing within that kind of like a lot of times and they're practicing all the time.
Yeah.
And then the other thing would be like a performing artist, like a singer or something like that, who's on stage and going concert to concert, going venue to venue on a tour. Like that would be the only two things. And those have been seen in the last couple of years of a lot of mental health issues because of it. And I think
Yeah.
is as far as that is, I think a lot of people don't take that into consideration. The only goal is I need to make it. I need to make it at all costs. Doesn't matter. I'll do it. I'll be fine. I'll be
Yeah.
okay. And as content creation is one of the most amazing things that I've gotten the fortunate ability to do, it has led to so many mental health breakdowns of my thing because I wanted to make sure that it's perfect and I wanted to get there. And like I said earlier to I think it was Tempura, is it's so hard when you're basing your self-worth off of numbers that mean absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Um and and that's the hardest thing is I mean, I say this whole like, oh, get me to 1K, get me to 1K, but like at the end of the day, if I don't get it, I still got the Sandy, my friend. What's it called? Is still gonna be my friend. You know what I mean? Like, and that's to me more important than getting 1K. Doesn't matter who gets it, sort of thing. And getting to meet all these new people along the way, that's more important to me than getting 1K. If I get
Yeah.
1K today, if I get 1K in 3 months from now, as long as I have my amazing friends, I am content. So I can definitely relate with you on that on a very drawn out version of my reply back to you. That's
Yeah.
I can definitely relate to you for sure.
Nah, I feel you on that. No, I just wanted to add on to the fact as well. I realized it towards the end of my like tenure of like streaming full time. Like my routine was like, yo, I wake up late, I'm gonna eat, I go straight to stream. Once I finish streaming, I'm gonna eat and sleep. Like it was streaming was consuming so much of my time in between. Cause like the thing is I'm bad at like managing time. Like I can't like I can never stick to a schedule and like be 100% with it. And I realized that like there were so many factors of my life that I've just started like disregarding. And it's just like to an extent, like don't get me wrong, I like the grind. I'm a grind, like I will grind whatever I want to grind. Like at work, there will be some times where I work 50, 60 hour weeks. Like I enjoyed it. I was good. Like I didn't mind that at times. And that's the same thing with streaming. I didn't mind it, but then like more recently I started realizing I'm like, yo, like you're not meeting up with your friends that you're not meant to do. You're not like going outside and getting like, some sort of exercise or some shit like that. So I realized that, and like with the other factors going on, as you saw at the start, where I said the thing about the tax,
Hmm.
bro. Like for me, it's just like I my Twitch income, like I was like living off of that, and like it wasn't as much as me working full time, and like I was stressed financially, and it's just like I don't want to be in that stage anymore, where like I don't want to be stressed financially, where I can't pay bills, I can't do that type of stuff. and it's just like, hey, let's just find work. Let's just, we'll start again. Like your community's still there for you, and like with your own self motivation, like you can easily, still maintain a stream schedule. You might lose a couple hours in sleep, but like, I'll get that back. I'll get that back. So yeah,
No,
it's
I honestly
insane.
think like you're totally right. Like I think being a being a content creator is like the new like rapper. And let me describe why I'm saying this. Is those rappers like I got all this fucking money, I got all these bitches, I got like you mean like that
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah, yeah. That's it.
that
Yeah,
what's it
yeah,
called
yeah.
that's what I feel like creators do. I got all this love, all my friends, all this, all that. I'm doing great, but it's like the behind the scenes of that is like
Yeah,
your people are fucking falling apart because you put so much into this, and the fact that like and when you don't see the results you're hoping for or you assumed you would get,
yeah,
it's hard to look at that person in the mirror when you're saying, "Oh my goodness, this, that," and you're providing all this stuff like that, and that's why I think it's so important to
yeah,
me. I am terribly open to my community,
yeah,
my friends, and whatever it is, like all around the world. I probably too much. It hasn't got me in trouble yet, but I'm sure it will
yeah,
eventually because I'm going to be too open and be like, "You probably shouldn't say that to people." That these are my friends, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing is like, is I like sharing my life with my friends, and my friends are supportive. Whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on the Twitch, whether you're on Discord, wherever you may be, like I have all my friends there, and I want to share my life with my friends, and the easiest way I can do that is posting about it and telling them more about it. And it's
yeah,
been something that like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it though. Like if I'm having a bad day, y'all gonna know about that too. It's not just gonna be the good days. I've been very fortunate the past week has been great, but that's not gonna be like that forever. And I know that it's temporary, but I'm gonna enjoy those highs and then feel those lows type of thing and roll with them type of thing. And so no, I
yeah,
can
yeah,
it's no, I think it's definitely something to kind of keep in consideration as like a content creator in this day and age is everyone makes it look so great. And I think I applaud you for being very like honest and open about like being a full-time creator is it's not all
yeah,
like, oh, this is fucking great. It's hard work. Like it's not just like you roll out of bed, you do whatever the fuck you want. Like there's certain things you have to do. There's certain people you have to
yeah,
call and stuff like that and things like that. And it is a job. It might seem cool at first, but it definitely turns into a job at a certain point, even if it's a passion.
yeah. It's a job, and at times as well, it's just like you always question. It's like, yo, is the payoff worth it? Is it like, am I doing enough and stuff like that? But yeah, like the thing that kept me going on, as like with like a lot of jobs, it's like if the people you surround yourself upon with, and like the people that you have like in your circle, if it's strong enough, like you want to push more.
Mhm.
And that's what I had, like, the full-time streaming thing. I would have given up months ago if, like, I didn't have, like, my team, my community with me. Like, if there was no, like, just, like, support, like, it was just dead, and then I just went on a whim and just went full-time, I don't think I would've lost a month. But, like, to just have the community there and just, like, support me, like, even if I was doing the same stuff, like, I would have just, like, all of, like, the mods, VIPs, everyone just come in and always make the vibe a bit better, and it's just like, yo, like, I can't thank them more than enough for, like, the last year and 3 months we had together. And, like, as I said, like, next time we go full-time, we're gonna be even bigger, we're gonna be more ambitious, and, we're gonna be popping off more. So, yeah, like I mentioned it when we did the game show together. Like I'm pretty sure I did, but like life is non-linear. The only thing you have linear in life is your infancy and your death. The rest of that, your journey is in your own control. So that's the thing with me. This is just a new chapter in my whole streaming journey. It may not have been a chapter that was anticipated, but it's something I've welcomed with open arms because it's renewed, my energies in life. So yeah.
It's awesome. No, and I agree. Like I think there's nothing linear, and it's funny. The co-host of Who Are You said it exactly too.
Yep.
Is what's it
Yeah,
called
okay.
is what's it called, and I think it played during the break as well. Is that there's only two things that are certain in life, and that's getting born, and your death, and there's the dash
Mhm.
in the middle, and better fucking make something good about that dash in the middle because that is not guaranteed to be a long time. That is just going to be you get that dash, and however long that is or however short that is, you got to make what you got of it. And no,
Yeah.
I can definitely agree. I think it's something that I'm so fortunate for too. Is that I've this past year that dash has been made a lot of fun, and I've made some amazing friends
Yeah.
over it. And I owe it to those people for it being as amazing as it is. And Um, there's so many amazing people that I was in a call a little while back on Discord a couple of days ago,
Yep.
and I looked around. I was like, oh my god, a year ago today, I didn't know any of you. Like it's just like that's crazy to me. Like
Dude.
it's just like, and now we're like best friends, like some of us, and that's like the craziest thing. So, no, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's the most magical thing ever, and those some people
Dude,
I'm gonna be meeting
yeah.
here soon too, which is like crazy. So,
Man, I resonate with you 100% on that. Like, with a lot of my streaming friends, we were online, and then once lockdown ended, we started linking up, and it's just like, you would expect awkwardness? Nah, there was no awkwardness. We were just there, like, we were chatting online, but now IRL. And, like, with everything that's been going on, because lockdown's easing, it's just like more of us are traveling interstate to meet up with each other. People are coming from different countries to meet up, and it's just like, it's so heartwarming that, like, this little sprinkle of joy that was Twitch has formulated into, friendships with people all around the world. And I'm forever thankful for that as well.
for sure, for sure.
It's crazy. Yeah.
What's up, Kuya Donnie Don? Good to see you. Wasabi. Wasabi, dude. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us today. What's up? How's it going? Welcome in. um, yeah, no, you do have to definitely make that a legendary dash. You're definitely right, Waitsky, 100%. Someone mentioned TwitchCon. Yo, I'm sure it will be lit. I'm sad that I very well 99.99% won't be not be able to go unless something crazy happens in my life in the next little while. But I mean, hey, I can't wait to see all the photos. Um, you have to hook me up with all those photos. Um, alrighty. I got some other questions here for you as well.
Yeah, for
I think I
sure.
might. I'm pretty sure I asked you this on Who Are You, but I'm gonna ask it again. And if you want to use the same answer, that's fine. If you want to use something different, that's totally up to you. What's the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
piece of advice that you've ever received?
I forgot what I answered last time, but best piece of advice. Now I got to think about it again. Um, I can't remember what I answered last time, but like thinking about it now, I have a different like answer. This is so with me. I always look up to role models. This is just like this is just in general, just like never be afraid to like you know how I was talking about networking.
Mhm.
Never be afraid just to talk to someone and then meet them, dude. This may sound a bit bad, but I was in Facebook during high school, and like I met like dudes that were like into the sneak. I'm a big sneakerhead, right? If I open like that wardrobe back there, you'll just see shoes stacked up, just boxes and whatnot. But yeah, I met people that were sneakerheads in like the OCE like scene, and like they introduced me. Like if I wasn't in the, I would have found my job at Foot Locker. If I wasn't in those groups, I wouldn't have met some, good friends that I've known that, that's helped me out in terms of my career. And that's kind of, helped me meet more and more people. And it's just like, yeah, I've just learned to like network with whatever I do in life. You never know these opportunities. Like I remember I was watching a Kanye interview, right? He was talking about being a nomad, where like he doesn't have like a house to live in, but, like, he can always rely on people, his friends, to help him out. Like, he was saying that, like, he always gets free stuff from Balenciaga because, like, he's really close with, like, the owner and stuff like that. And unofficially, I feel like I'm a hermit of a nomad, but, like, I have friends where, like, if I need a discount for a pair of shoes, I can hit them up, you know? If I just need some, like, a discount for, like, technology, I can hit them up as well. Or, like, if I just need help finding a job, and that's what happened most recently. Like, my friend, I was just talking to him, and he was like, "Hey, like, we're actually hiring. If you wanna, like, try and apply, I could just send me your resume and cover letter." So I've learned to be open to networking. Obviously, in the right manner where like the relationship is fruitful, where like you're gonna be friends. Obviously, networking is like a professional term, but like generalizing it to an extent, it's just like, we're building friendships here. And yeah, like I've understood that. I've been open to just making friends, and like it's weird. You can meet friends from all over the world, whether it's Facebook, whether it's like in IRL, whether dude, I've met some friends from dating apps that I've just been cool with. And it's just like, yo, like they're like, yo, if we're ever like in a certain area, like here, you can get hooked up with like this, discount, or like you can just kick it, you can just have fun. And it's just like it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm a very it's an extra way of like seeing life, but like it's really benefited me a lot, and that's the thing. I'm just networking a lot. It's really helped me out, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That's awesome. And no, I think there's definitely a big power of whether you want to call it networking, whether you want to call it making friends with people all over the world, and
Yeah,
it's definitely special, and knowing the right people in the right times, so yeah, is what helps you. And that's why I said to you, like, I don't think there's any
yeah,
doubt in my mind that you find this film camera. Like I think there's someone's gonna know someone who's found this camera, like, or who has this camera, or who has some sort of
yeah,
document of this, or this has this bought this thing, or wherever it may have ended up. Like there is a high guarantee you first off, which starts it when anyone else that has like a decent amount of things, especially in North America, that has a decent size of like that. I think you're finding this easy.
yeah.
I don't think there's any way we don't find this film camera for
Oh
sure.
yeah, yeah.
I just saw someone join chat here. I see editor Emans. Um, hey welcome in first off. Second thing, I'm sorry to call you out of alert because I know you just do the send love there, but I have a question for you. Early in the show, Sonny said that he looks like a pug. I need you to edit Sonny's face onto a pug for me and put it in shitpost for me. I think that'd be hilarious. If you can, that'd be great.
I'm keen to see that.
Okay, thank you, Yar. Appreciate you, buddy. We as soon as someone said he said he looked like a pug, and I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god, wait till ER gets here. Just you wait. Um, Perfect. Yeah,
I'm keen.
we'll go look at the Discord here before. Thank you so much, ER. Appreciate you, buddy. Good to see you as well. Thanks for stopping by as well. Um, Sonny, what is a life-changing event that you've experienced?
Dude, life-changing event is like when my uncle passed away. So it was like what, I think 2017, 2018. So like my uncle is like me. He was like an older version of he was always the one looking for like he was like always helping others before himself. Right? He spent most of his life taking care of my grandma and my grandpa. He got married late into his 50s. But like, yeah, like he was always positive. He was always helping people out. And then yeah, like I remember it was like within a span of a month because I think he just kept it low key or something like that. And I can't hold him against that. But like he had stage 4 cancer. And it was just like, it was irrecoverable. And then, like, over the couple weeks, we just saw him just deteriorate down. And then just yeah, I remember the final moments just, like, being with family and just being with him when he passed away. It was heartbreaking. Like, my mom fainted on the floor, like, everyone's just weeping down, crying. And then, like, after that experience, I just realized that, time is so precious in the world. And it's just like, I just wanna, you know, do the best that I can while I have this given time on earth. And it's like, for him as well, especially speaking, he was that person that was like, yo, he will brighten up the room no matter how dark it is. And it's just like I want to replicate that. What he was doing, I want to do because I've seen how much of a difference that like it can make in people's lives. So yeah,
Definitely.
that's pretty much like that life changing moment where it's just like, damn, like he's gone. And yeah, I know it's a bit it's a bit somber, it's a bit sad, but, like, it was that realization of, like, "Oh, like, he's not here anymore, he's not gonna be here, when I have kids or when," like, one of my cousins had we have a little nephew now, so I'm an uncle, I'm a tito. So, like, it was just like someone brought it up the other day, they were just like, "Oh, like, imagine if, our uncle here was, like, there to, like, just to spend time with the little one. Like, it would've meant the world for us, but unfortunately, he's not here, so, it's just like, yo, life is really precious, and it's something that, I just wanna, be the best that I can be and ensure that, like, I'm making that difference just like what my uncle did, so, yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. First
Thank
off,
you. Yeah,
it's not
appreciate
easy, not easy losing family, like 100%,
it's yeah, it's hard,
and
man.
it's always the fucking great ones too, like your uncle,
Mhm.
and I it definitely doesn't make it easier, and it's so crazy that like I said earlier, I think we were gonna find a lot of similarities between us. Not
Yep.
my uncle, but my grandfather is
Mm,
I can almost exactly say the exact same thing.
yeah.
Super amazing person, very loving. was one of the best like people you could like ever like really. I heard so many stories from people being like, oh my goodness, like he was such an amazing man, sort of thing, and still have heard things over the years of people who knew my grandfather and things like that.
Yeah.
And but kind of where I'm kind of relate with the most is your what you said about he's not here to meet that person or he's not here to meet that, and that's what
No.
is the real like kick in the heart is like is that the fact that
Mhm.
he's not there to have those moments that are like so special to me. Like it'd be so cool for him to see me right now, like with this. But this same week
For
I got my air
real.
brakes, I got a job, and I got my new car like all in the same week. And like I know he's
Yeah.
proud, but it's like it'd be cool to spend that time with him and show him all that stuff because he would have loved the new car type of thing. He would have been like all about that. um
Dude,
and
that's
yeah,
true,
so
man.
yeah, no, I think is things like that. Like it would be nice to be able to have those people that like you really like kind of click with. And you're right, like it's time is precious, and that's not only for that, it's just like time is precious for the people that you have around you too. And I
Mhm.
think that's something that we take for granted as well is those family members that you maybe don't see so much, but like you love spending time with, but you just don't spend time with because it's just like it almost kind of feels like you're just pushing it off because you're like, ah, well, they're always there, like type of thing. And I think it's important to go spend time with those people. I've been pushing
Yeah.
myself to go to go and see my parents a little more often than I have previously, and because I've realized through this journey is like a lot of people have very similar stories of where unfortunately they lost a parent, family members, someone really close to them way too soon. And I know it's sad because a lot of people have a lot of things they wish they could have said, a lot of conversations they wish they could have had, or just more time.
No.
And I there was one guest that came on here at one point and said, "I'm gonna see my parents so much that I just want to be sick of them by the time they're done," sort of thing. Like I want it to be the point where like I don't feel like I have that regret, and I'm sure there's going to be, of course, but like it's the thing is, it's a good way to think of it. It's just like continuously just like be with like your family, your parents, those people that kind of are close to you. To the point where like you're like, yo, I'm gonna be sick of them by the time they're gone, type of thing. Like it'll be good they're out of here. But like I think it's like a good way to think is spend that time thinking like that is that you just want to kind of just get more and more and more and push and push and push and
Yeah.
spend as much time as you can with them because I think that's important because you can't get that time back, unfortunately. But no, it's I'm sorry for your loss. Congratulations also becoming a uncle as well. Something that's really cool. Um for sure. I
Yep.
envy that kid that has that has you as an uncle, that's for sure.
Bro, it's so funny because like it's the first like nephew niece we've had in my cousin's side. So whenever the baby's there, 100% divided like attention. We're all just watching the baby. We're all just trying to like carry the baby and stuff like that. And it's just like yeah. It's like it's really like brighten the moods and stuff.
Special.
It's nice being around our little nephew.
That's very special.
Yeah.
Taking it back to what you said here. You said you've talked
Yep.
about time is limited. You've talked about a lot here and that kind of making that dash important. I'm
Yeah.
gonna flip the script a little bit on you and I almost ask you the question and based off of it.
Yeah.
If you were to die tonight, what would you regret not doing?
Shooting my shot more, man. So in terms of like, y- like our conscious at times plays against us where, you had an opportunity to do something, but you're just like, nah. Whether that's relationships, whether it's like opportunities, whether it's just like, just you as a person just saying no. But then it's just like you think about it, you think about those moments in life where it's just like, what if I said yes? What if I did this? You know? I feel like that's one thing for me. It's just like I had opportunities where I said yes, or like I should have said something, but I didn't say anything, and it's just been haunting in your head. I feel like it's those opportunities where it's just like, oh damn, like, I should have chose the other option. Or even just, like, trying the option that was said to be, it's just like yeah, because like, there's obviously something you're strained upon, but, at the end of the day, it could have been more of a positive experience for yourself. So, yeah. I think that's the case for me.
For sure.
Like, yeah. There there's a lot of different things where I could have, like I could have said yes, but I was just like, "Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good." But then I think about it now and it's just like, "Damn, I kinda regret that," you
Do you
know?
have do you have one thing that you can think of that you said no to or or you didn't speak up at the time you wish you did and that opportunity's missed?
Bro, I'm not even gonna front, bro. My first high school crush? Like, I knew she liked me, but then I was just like, I played it cool. I played the cool guy, and then eventually, oh, yeah, nothing ended up being, and then I'm just like I thought about it, I'm just like, "Yo, like, what would have happened if I said yes?" What stem of the multiverse are we gonna be upon if that happened? What variant of SonnyMovement are we gonna get? Are we gonna get a more of a, douchebag Sonny, or are we gonna get more of, like, a different type of Sonny? So, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, fair
It
enough.
it's interesting, yeah.
Do you have contact still
Yep.
anymore?
Oh, with that person?
Yeah.
Um, very faintly, very faintly. I don't even talk to that person that much anymore. It was cool, but then, like, a little bit I think about it now, it's just like, "Oh, okay, maybe the relationship was." But then, like, I've seen I've thought about it other ways. I'm like, "Oh, okay, let's see what happens if we were." But it's calm though, that's life. Sometimes you get those shots, sometimes, you break those shots, and it's just like, "Yo, it's calm, I'm chilling," you know?
The thing is, that's the thing though, is I think it is you're really basing this off of like a basketball kind of analogy here, and I
Mhm.
think
Oh, yep.
is definitely in it's something important to do is hey, you might break those shots, but at least you took them. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing is,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
that's the thing is, I think it's important to at least take those shots and try and stuff like that, and one thing that, like, I've really, like, tried to work on myself with, especially with now going into this new job, and it's the first time I've had a new job in over almost 9 years, and I'm doing
Mhm.
something that's totally different to me. It's nothing that I've ever done before, and my thing is, like, I talk about this a lot with, like, hobbies, is in
Yep.
hobbies, everyone's like, "Oh, like, you have to be the best at it." No, you fucking don't. Be the fucking
Mhm.
worst at your hobbies. As long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Bro, no, deadass, that's true, that's true.
Like, I love photography. I am by far not the best photographer that I know. I'm looking at, like,
Yeah,
people like you, I played with my buddy Andy Righteous, like, I'm looking at you guys as
yeah,
photographers, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, these guys are crazy." But, like, hey, I still like doing it. That's not gonna stop me from doing it.
yeah.
And also now I
No,
have even one thing that's cool now is I have resources to help me with stuff like that if I really wanna improve, and I'm sure, like, knowing you and knowing Andy, you guys would give me a couple ideas as things I can work on, stuff like that,
no.
and but no, I think is it doesn't matter if it's something that you're great at. If streaming, let's use streaming as an example because I think a lot of people can relate that watches my stuff that to streaming is
Yeah,
if you're deciding on streaming and you're like, "Oh, like I don't do it because I don't feel like I'm good at it." Okay, and who the fuck cares? Like even if you have fun, that's something that's gonna be that's the most important part in my
yeah,
opinion. So no, it's no, I think it's that's really important is
exactly.
shoot those shots, whether it's with a like, someone that you have a crush on, whether it's an opportunity in life for, like, a job or for some sort of, like, just doing something different, learning something new. Um,
Yeah.
you can always decide otherwise later, but, hey, at least you know what you tried and you thought you gave it an attempt, and I think that's the most
It
important part.
yeah. It's a trying thing, it's a trying thing, it makes such a big difference
Mhm.
because, like, you won't regret the decision that you made because you were just like, "Yo, I tried it. I did the best that I can." We did well, we did well. We may not have achieved the outcome, but, at least we tried it instead of not trying it, so yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Now that I've gotten a calmer Sonny, one
Yep.
that's not screaming at me. Just kidding. What's it called? I got a question for you here, just
Yeah, yeah,
to see
yeah.
in a very real sense. I say right now, but I mean like kind of before stream and kind of leading into stream and all that kind of stuff. And off stream, Sonny, how
Yep.
happy are you right now?
Right now, obviously, with that decision I made, as I said, I feel more relaxed with, like, my life because I know that, like, I'm working towards just having more sustainability towards myself and kind of like where I see myself for the rest of the year and the near coming like forthcoming future. So I'm good. I'm good. Like at a stream, I like there's just there's obviously stuff in my head where it's just like, hey, like you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But like I'm slowly working upon those things, and I'm doing okay. But yeah, like I feel like there's a side of me where still continually improve on like my time management's ass, man. And I'm trying to work on a routine where I can stick to it and I can be okay with it. So I'm working on that. And yeah, like at a stream though, like we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm kind of more happier in comparison to like the last couple weeks. I'm much more happier now that like I finally set that thing in stone of like, hey, we're just gonna part time stream. We're probably gonna stream like maybe like for me part time. Where I talked about it to actually Kel. before. Like for me, part-time streaming is like not streaming 5, 6 days a week and like long hours. Like part-time streaming is maybe like just cutting it down to 4 to 3. And even with that, for some people,
What?
like for Kel as well. Yeah, Kel still says that's still a lot. But yeah, like for me, that's cutting it down just so I can have more time to myself and I can just work on stuff out of stream. So yeah, we're doing better. We're doing better, and I'm happy to say that because it's hard to admit that, but like I honestly feel like that I am doing better. I'm in a better mental and like a mental state.
Awesome.
So yeah,
I agree. Like I
yeah,
think I agree with Kel on this one. Is I think is the this drive, like I said, for 5 days is crazy. It leads to burnout every time, in my opinion. You
no,
see me, I stream 1, maybe 2 times a week, max, 2 max.
yeah,
So and then, like and I will say, like, just as kind of a side note is I heard it from everyone. Everyone's like, "Well, you 1 day is not gonna work." People don't stream 1 day, and people are gonna forget about you by
yeah,
the next time the week rolls over, and let me tell you, look at all these fucking amazing people that are in chat right now. Those people didn't fucking forget, and those are the real ones. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's those things is like it's you take care of yourself, the people will notice. And that's the thing is,
yeah,
that's probably the best decision I think I've made since doing this. I mean, aside from making this a lot about promoting my friends and helping talking to my friends about mental health, I think aside for that
yeah,
is being able to do this once a month is probably the most interesting thing to me is or sorry, once a week. I said month. Once a week is to be able to do this is
yep,
something that's so amazing because I get to do whatever the fuck I want for the rest of the week. I mean, I promote some stuff, I work on some stuff towards stream, and
yeah,
I get to kinda do that stuff, but I think is for the most part, like, I get my freedom for the most part and get to do that, and obviously, I'm working full time, I'm getting other things
yep,
done and stuff like that, and I'm even 1 day is sometimes a lot, but it's 1 day is something that I'm so happy I get the luck I'm so lucky to have so many people that'll come in every single Tuesday and hang out with me, or for those Australians, Wednesday, that'll come and hang out with me.
yeah,
I'm very fortunate for that. Um, speaking of helping others out,
yep,
you've talked today a lot about how you're very keen on making others happy, making others bringing up people up, getting that you said earlier, you said giving others dopamine is what the words you
yep,
said, earlier, and so I'm interested in that. Is
yeah,
so yes, 100%. I feel it even too. I feel the dopamine hit. I think it might be that big fucking beautiful smile on that fat face of yours. But let's go. But what is what is the what is I'm gonna switch it on you though. Where do you get
yeah,
your dopamine from? Because obviously it's not it's hard to sometimes hype yourself up on those certain days. Those shit days, there's hard to be that kind of that positive person and obviously it's like you obviously have to take a step back from it. It's hard to be that person
yeah,
on 100% of the time. It's not gonna be real if it's 100% of the time.
yeah.
Um, and and so like how do you take care of Sunny in those moments?
I guess for me, it's just like those past experiences that I dealt with. Cause like for me, I think I've dealt with like honestly like so much death in my life that it's just like I've seen so many good people just pass away. Like last year, I remember so when my uncle passed away, the exact same day, a year later, my grandfather passed away. And it's just like my grandfather just like waited like a year. Like we said stuff like that. So I feel like just dealing with all that death, that misery, that sadness, and like especially as I said, with my uncle being that positive like spark in everyone's life, I feel like it's just self sustaining. It's just like no matter where I am, like I don't even like need that like that refuel of like just like okay like we're calming down and stuff like that. I just feel like for me, it's just continually bringing that that positivity. Obviously, like I will tell chat, like if I'm feeling a bit down, I will tell them that like we're feeling a bit more somber, a bit more down, like the day is a bit off for me. But I've just it's like through the past experience that I've dealt with in life, like it's kind of it's kind of just brought me to be that person, just continually pushing, because it's heavy, especially at a young age as well. I remember 2004. I'm in grade one of like my dad's like so my how would I just describe her? My grandma's sister, like she passed away, and like my dad, like when my dad came to Australia, she looked after my dad and she looked after me for a little bit as well. And it was just like, yeah, like I remember that as a child, like the final moments of her before her passing and like the funeral as well. It's like it's for a child to witness that, like, someone, like, passing away, and it wasn't like, I remember the stories of my dad telling me, but I remember times being in the hospital. Just, like, seeing that, it's just Yeah, it really hits you because, like, as we talked about before, it's like, what if everyone was still here today that passed? Like, how different would life be? But I feel like it has shaped me to be that guy to, just help influence others that aren't feeling as well in their lives. I just try to create that space, that open space of us just feeling, if you're having a shit day, everyone has shit days. Like I just always want to invoke that place where, like, even if people making fun of me, I'm making fun of myself. Like I don't care about that. Like that doesn't go over my head. Unless it's some like real racist stuff. That's where it's just like, okay, that draws a line.
Of
But
course.
but yeah, I just want to make you guys feel better. No matter what you're dealing with, like I see it as like an escape. I know a lot of people that have different escapes in their life, and I always see my stream as just that escape where whatever I'm doing, whether I'm playing Valor, whether I'm just talking, like we can all just kick back, not worry about anything else, and you can leave the stream just feeling somewhat a bit better about yourself and your day. So yeah,
Awesome. I love that. I like that. You ever feel like
thank you.
you obviously talked about how you said you'd be honest with your chat and you'll tell them if the days are bad, there's a bad day, you're feeling a little somber and type of that, which I think is
Yeah,
important. I think more streamers need to do that. More streamers not to don't need to put on that face of like, oh well, every single time I come out with this like hype. I think it's
yeah,
important to
yeah,
be like honest, be like, hey, you know what, today's not a good day, but I want to be here. I want to hang out with you guys. I think this will help me a little bit. Can we just chill
yeah,
out and hang out and have fun? And I mean, I think there's a time and place where there's a line need to be drawn, and I've seen some streamers that I think they probably should have not streamed that day when they're in
yep,
such a bad mental state. And I think it's important, like you said, to take those breaks for yourself and stuff like that, and know when that time is hit.
yep,
I think there's definitely a thin point where you definitely can stream and you can have a bad day until you're streaming. I think that is also important to be able to do those as well.
yep,
Um, do you ever feel like so you're always filling up? This is how I'm gonna put it from our good
yep.
friend Weibei is you have to have something in your cup to be able to fill others. Do you ever feel like your cup is empty?
Wait, can you like describe that a little bit more? I'm
Sure.
kind of stumped.
So
Like,
essentially, the thing is basically is as someone who's kind of giving to other people in a sense of dopamine in your case, for a sense, or
yeah,
or,
yeah,
or kind
yeah,
of spreading that kind of stuff. Is that to be able to do that, you have to kind of have something in your cup. Like you have to be able to have your own dopamine to give out to somewhere else, or
yeah.
your own like for me is my own love to give out to someone else type of thing. And so how do you like? Do you ever feel like your glass is a little bit empty or a little bit lower? And obviously, as you want to try and keep that glass at kind of a mid range where you can. I mean, obviously, there's gonna be days where it's gonna be higher, some days it's gonna be lower. But
Yep.
how do you feel like you're hitting that kind of that empty glass at there are certain points where like you just want to give that dopamine, but it's there's nothing to give at that point.
It's crazy. Like, there's times where I do feel almost empty, and like that's when I'm like talking to stream. Like, I'll talk to them about like a certain problem that I'm facing, whether it's like stream related or something. But then it's just like, dude, even if it's just one person, just giving you that affirmation of like, hey, you're gonna be okay, you're good. That just starts to sprinkle up, and it just pours again, and that's kind of what it is. It's just getting affirmations from like friends, family, like the community here on Twitch of like, hey, you're doing the right thing and stuff like that. That motivates me. Like, I don't need a lot to kind of fuel me to like to be the normal person that I am, because I think we've just had all that fuel in the past of like what I've gone through. And yeah, it's just like getting that reaffirmation from like everyone, just like, just being like, "Yeah, you're doing the right thing, like, this is kinda your calling," and stuff like that. Even if it's, like, people that, like, I'll post something on Instagram and, like, they'll just message me out of the blue, and it's been, like, years or months since I've talked to them, and they're just like, "Oh, like, I popped in your stream the other day to see what you're kinda doing, and, like, keep it up," like, that yeah, like, those hits just, they help like, just fill up the cup a little bit more. So yeah.
Awesome. So you're finding that balance, which is good. And I think
Yeah.
you have a great support system. I've seen all these amazing people that are in chat. Like you have an amazing group of people that are
Thank you,
close to
thank
you
you.
and amazing, whether it's Kels, whether it's Kiwi, whether it's Stan, whether it's whoever it may be that have been in here
Yep.
today. You have an amazing or Fuego. You've had an amazing group of people that are definitely by your side and they're to help you. And I think it's something to be
Thank you.
that's definitely something that's helped me in my past is the people that have been there
Yeah.
for me, whether they're on my mod team or they're just hitting in chat as like a really close friend that have become friends over a long amount of time. Um, it's definitely something that I will definitely not take for granted. It's something that I'm so thankful
Mhm.
for sure. And yeah, no, it's definitely that sense for sure. I'm gonna flip it up a little bit here. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna get a little bit of good vibes in here because we've gotten into a little
Uh,
bit somber vibes for a bit. What are you most proud of about yourself?
right now, I feel like for me, it's just being like it's just being me. Like I don't shy away from stuff. Like I'm open to like talking about like a good like a good portion of stuff. Like the amount of times we get stuff on stream where we just talk about some like wild stuff where it's a lot of stuff where it's just like TMI. Like, I feel like, as mentioned, like I'm open about that. I'm just proud to be who I am. I don't give like I don't care that like I'm not the tallest dude. We're a bit dummy thick with it. Like it's just it's me. Like I just like being me and just showcasing who I am because I feel like as human beings in this earth, we all have our unique individualistic like characteristics upon ourselves. And some people are, yeah, and that's perfectly fine, that's life. Like some people are a bit more timid to showcase who they are. And for me, I'm just I'm just happy that I can be me. I'm confident in myself no matter how we look physically, mentally. Like it's just having that confidence. And I feel like that confidence sparks confidence for like those around me as well. That like are that are doubting themselves and stuff like that. I'm that dude, that W key, like send it. Like, hey, you wanna dye your hair, send it. You wanna get that piercing, send it. You wanna get that tattoo, send it. Like it's to an extent it's at a fault where like you think about the consequences later, but it's I'm very happy with that though. I'm very happy that like I can just be me. And like I'm not afraid to be me despite like everything. Like I feel like especially with like Asian households, there's that whole mentality of tiger parents, the retaliation from parents and stuff like that. But I've managed to like withhold my own, and I'm still being me to this day.
It's
And
awesome.
yeah,
I think it's important
thank
to
you,
be
thank you.
to be yourself and do, like I said, unapologetically you is definitely something
Yep,
that's key to anyone and stuff like that. But you mentioned something that and it brought up a question for me.
yep.
Are you close with your parents and why?
With us, yeah, I'm close with my parents. It's it's funny right now as well. So my oldest moved out. My younger sister is actually she took a holiday to New York. So like she's doing her own little photography thing there. So like I'm the only one at home. So I'm with my parents like most of the time. So like I like we're close like we're we're not like extremely close, but we're close enough where like we're cool. Like my like but the thing is as well, is with parents, they're always hassling you to do this, do that. And then is that kind of love, they I remember as soon as I quit my full-time job from like day one, they asked me, "Hey, when you getting a new job?" and that. And it's been that case today. Like they're always like nagging me, they're always like hustling me for that. But like I know at the end of the day, whilst they're being annoying and stuff like that, it's with good intentions. Like they're just trying to look out for me. And especially with the whole streaming thing, they've been so iffy about it. But then like I tell them like this is like the dream for me. This is something that I really want to achieve. And it's that generational gap as well where it seems so unorthodox to do this and to rely upon it, where like it could be a viable option in someone's career. Because I feel like my parents came to this country to survive, and we're here now as a new generation. And like I feel like for the newer generation, it's not necessarily surviving, but it's more let's thrive upon what we can be. So like for me, I'm doing my content. My younger sister, she's so zoned in with her like photography and video, and like my older sister is like a nurse. So like there's variances towards what we want in life. And I feel like with my parents, there's that convoluted like it's just like they're questioning why that the case is. Like, I remember my dad would tell me stories about, like, the jobs he did when he first came to the country, and that's the thing, I respect everything that they've done because they were here surviving. And that's the thing, like, they've created enough of, like, that space where my sister's able to just, pursue what we really wanna pursue. It may seem a bit unorthodox for them, but yeah, I feel like there is that minor disconnect because of generational gap. But in terms of like the parents, so like we're cool, like we're open about just talking about stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome, and I think it's important to be kind of have that point of be able to talk about those things, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And obviously, yeah, like you said, like I think most parents, it's such a new thing to have people that are creating content, making money from it, that it's like it's not
Yeah.
understood. Do you think did your parents kind of understand Twitch? Do they understand content creation?
So, the way that they've kinda understood it recently is, like, so they watch YouTube on, like, the TV, and they just watch all these random, like, Filipino period. They're showing, like, neighborhoods and stuff. So they kinda understand that, like, content creation, and especially with, like, the Filipino news media, they started highlighting that, like, people are playing, like, mobile games and they're streaming it, and, like, they've become big. So, like, they know it to a bit of a certain extent, but then, like, especially the days where I do, like, the 120-hour streams. Right? Or like the just the long streams. My parents always question me. I get text messages from my mom. They're like, "What are you doing? Stop streaming." That type of jazz. Or even if I'm streaming late into the night, my parents still question me. They're like, "Oh, what are you doing? Why are you up so late at the night? You haven't slept and stuff like that." But then, like, I just tell them, like, and this is just me being yeah, the not not the parent, but the child. It's just like, hey, like, I tell them, like, I'm looking, like, I'm sleeping, I'm doing this, I'm just up late into the night because that's the most viable thing for me in terms of like my community and stuff like that. But like sometimes they don't see that there's that disconnect where like I can't properly tell them because it's either just our naive nature as I feel like there's a naive nature of, like, parents of just, like, this guy's up late, like, he's not doing any good, that type of jazz, and it's hard to convince them. It's hard to convince them, we'll say that, but, like, as I said, I know at the end of the day, my parents have good intentions of what they wanna see from me in life, and, like, as much as, like, I would think of, like, "Oh, they're not carrying out." They are, but they don't see the proper picture. So, yeah.
Okay, okay, for sure. I think, and then, like I said, it's good to have those kind of those the family that kind of there, and to be able to open and talk. And I mean, hey, at least
Yeah.
they're not saying don't do it. They want you to take care of yourself while you're doing it, type of thing. And I think that's an important add on to that whole situation, is that it's not like they're saying you can't do this. It's just take care of yourself while you're doing this, because I think
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
important to take care of yourself in whatever you do. For sure. And I'm sure they would say to your older sister the same thing, is to take care of herself when with all the nursing and stuff like that. Because obviously there's a lot of stuff you see there too, and being a nurse and
Mhm.
stuff too. So for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't take me to the time as the type for this one. That's why I think it's going to be an interesting question
Okay.
for this one. Can you remember the last time that you cried, and what was the reason?
Last time I cried? Oh damn, it's gonna be last year. Yeah, it was just like another death within like the family. Like, well, one of our close family friends, yeah, like his what? I don't know how to describe it. So family friends, like the father passed away, and I just remember him as a child. He was always a nice guy. He was always soft spoken as well. But like he always had good intentions and we would just talk about like basketball and stuff like that. And just to see like another person just like pass away that was there with you when you grew up, it does hurt. It's just like, yo, fuck, time's really flying. Like we're only just getting older and stuff like that. So yeah. That's the last time I cried. I feel like for some of the family it was a bit unexpected. But it's just like, I think about those memories and it's just like, damn, time really does pass and time's unforgiving for everyone. So we just gotta, as I mentioned, just enjoy and do the best that we can with the warranted time that we have. So yeah, that was the last time I cried. I think a close second was the charity stream when like we raised that much and we were ending it. So there's a video on like my Insta where like I had some like cans. And I replicated like Stone Cold Steve Austin, doing the two cans and like downing it. But I reckon like when I was talking, I got to the moment where like I was about to cry, but it was cry of, like, happiness and, like, like, we made that change. But yeah, like, last proper time, though, yeah, I would say is when my, family friend passed away.
I'm sorry about that. Their losses too. You've had a lot of loss in your life. It sounds like in the last couple of years, unfortunately, and I'm sorry for
Yeah,
that. Um,
thank you, man.
here's to hoping for nothing for a little while here, for quite a while,
Thank
for a couple more
Yes,
years.
fingers crossed,
Sounds
fingers
like
crossed.
sounds like you guys have gotten a couple too many and one all at once, unfortunately. And that's hopefully there's no more for a long time.
Hopefully not.
Um, But no, I think you put it right on the head. Is like it's hard when there's so many, there's a lot of loss and stuff like that, and I think that also comes of being someone who's as kind of personable with everyone. Like I think it's hard when you kind of connect with a lot of people and you really like resonate with a lot of people. It makes it
Yeah.
that much harder to lose those people in a sense, like death in a sense, and that doesn't make it easier in any sort of sense. So I can definitely understand kind of your feeling of that. And um yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely something that's hard here. So I'm gonna ask you a question here that usually you can spin to any way you want, but it always gets an interesting answer. So I'm
Okay.
sure you'll keep along those lines. If you could ask a single person one question, they had to answer truthfully, who would you ask and what would you ask? And they can be dead or alive.
So to like one person,
Yeah,
and it's just like anyone, just one question.
correct.
Hmm. Let me think about this. This is hard. I'm like, who am I gonna ask? Uh, this is hard. It's actually hard to think about. There's so many. There's so many like different people that I could bring upon and ask. Um, it's like, do I go like one of the idol routes and stuff like that, or I would say I don't know. I feel like in terms of like creativity and like pushing an agenda, I know he wiles out at times, but he does have good intentions. Is like asking like Kanye, like what drives you to succeed? Like he had so many things against him in life. Like they told him he couldn't, do fashion, he couldn't do that. And now he has like one of the biggest brands in the world. His music, they said that like you're only a producer, you can't make music, you can't rap. Becomes one of the biggest artists of all time. And like, yeah, I know that like sometimes he goes on like a trip and stuff like that. But like the to a degree, like I know that like he's like a hive of creativity, and it's just like, yo, what keeps you inspired? What kind of drives you to be creative? Because like I feel like with a lot of people that are creative that like think of ideas or that just like ooze, you know, the like just that just stems like ideas, creativity. Everyone has a different way of perceiving different things in life. You know how like everyone like where we're taught one method of like 1 + 1 = 2, like that's standard. I feel like to a degree, that the abstract thinkers, the guys that like go out of the box to think in unconventional ways and succeed, like I feel like that to an extent that inspires me. And it's just like I would like to like just nitpick more people about that of like, hey, kind of like how do you think about this? Like how do you see your way in life? Like stuff like Andy Warhol, Basquiat, like there's a lot of different like creative people, even like Steve Jobs tweets, and it's like, how do you guys think about this? Like, what drives you? It would just be interesting. But yeah, if there was someone now, I would, yeah, it'll probably be Kanye because like we're a bit of a stan. So yeah,
No, he's definitely an interesting character.
yeah,
Have you watched Jesus or Genius?
genius. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Watch all 3 episodes.
Yeah, I haven't watched the third one
Yeah,
yet. I thought about that. Maybe I probably will watch that tonight actually because I was thinking about
yeah.
spending some
Yo,
time and doing that and watching something. So that'd be something I
yeah,
could put on. But no, I think the
nice.
first couple episodes really painted him in a different light that I think a lot of media sees him.
Mhm,
Is that he was just a dude. He manifested a lot of what has happened. He
mhm.
knew what he wanted, and he wasn't going to let anyone stand in his way. And I think as much as there is controversial, like you said, things about him, there's a
Yeah,
lot of things that I think you have to admire about him. Like there's a lot of like perseverance. There's a lot of um the there's a lot of things in that you might not like him, and that's okay. But you got to appreciate
yeah,
what he's done and the things that he's done to kind of push himself to a new limits for good or bad, really.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think is just taking away from the bad for a lot of things because I think there you could do that in the sense of Kanye is focusing on just the
Yeah.
things he's done well. But like you said, like people told him he couldn't he was only gonna be a producer, And he's like, "Fuck that." He's like, "I know I can be a producer. I don't want to do that though. I want
Yeah.
to be a rapper and stuff." And did that, and people laughed at him. People were like, "No, no, you're a producer, man. You're a producer." And he's like, "No, like I'm a rapper." Like he's like, "I don't want to
Mhm.
be a rapper producer. I want to be I want to be a rapper type of thing." And like that whole thing. Like I think that's goes to show like yeah, he's where he is for a reason. Like it's exactly Waitsky. Like it's because he he was not going to stop at being good at the thing that he was already good at. He wanted to improve and learn and push himself further and further and further. And I mean, I will say is I think there's something to be said about listening to people who have kind of quote unquote made it and things that they can kind of provide advice. And obviously at the end of the day is
Yeah.
take it with a grain of salt, and it's not gonna work not every little one thing is gonna work for everyone. You have to do better than the last person or you're not gonna make it better than that last person. But
Yep.
I think is that point of where like he really he was gonna make it. It didn't matter who said no. He didn't listen to those people. It was because he wanted it so fucking bad that he made it happen. And I think that's something that's definitely an interesting person for sure to ask that question to.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Now I got something I can watch tonight. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
um, let's see here what we got. What's a lesson in life that you had to find out the hard way?
Lesson in life I found it the hard way. Hmm. Lesson in life that I've found out the hard way. That like, yo, health is wealth, man. Health is really wealth, bro. So like, I got my booster. I got my booster not too long ago because I want to make sure that I'm vaxxed up. Like, COVID's not really gonna cuck me, or like if I pass it to my parents, I hope it doesn't like really like mess with them.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, dude, I got to the point where like I got my vax, and then like, dude, the whole night my chest was acting up, and then like I remember reading somewhere online that like, yo, like if it acts up, you have to go straight to the ER room. 'Cause, like, it's really serious. So then I took meds, I rinsed it off for the night, and then, yeah, I called the doctors, and they're like, "Yeah, if it still acts up, like, you have to go to the ER room." Luckily, everything started dying down, but in that glimpse in the moment, man, I was like, "Fuck, I could die here." Like, I overthink a lot life, but, like, yeah, I overthought that moment, and I'm like, "Yo," and you know what I was doing? I was just playing Minecraft at the night, so I'm like, "Yo, what if I died playing Minecraft?" Like, that is so anticlimactic, but, like
Died doing what he loved.
Imagine, imagine. So, I like in that space of time, I was just like, "Yo, health is wealth," and that goes into the point of why I kind of just decided to take more of that step back as well. It's just like, yo, I need to start looking after my physical health because I'm in my 20s. I'm not gonna be like Deadpool and just like regenerate limbs. I'm not gonna like not feel stuff. I'm gonna start feeling those pains like, yeah, I'm rolling my ankle, I'm gonna be out, like, 3 weeks. Like, I'm not gonna, like it's not gonna heal up within a week. Like, my body's not, where we're not gaining stuff. If anything, it's just sustaining at this point. So, it's like, yo, I gotta start looking after that health, and yeah, that's why I wanna make sure, health is wealth. I learned that lesson after that little incident.
No kidding, no kidding. No, I think since COVID, I've kind of realized
Yeah.
something similar in a sense, and it's funny because it's similar but not exactly 100% bang on the same.
Yo.
It's health as wealth, of course, but it's like mental health more than anything is kind of my thing,
Yeah.
and how the importance of that. And but like you could also wrap that in as all of wealth, but or sorry, health, sorry. But there's that I always was the type who'd be like working crazy amounts of overtime just to make
Yep.
like the extra bucks sort of thing in that sense, and would like slave away at like jobs that like increase my stress level to the point where like I'm having anxiety attacks like outside of work and stuff like that because I'm worried about going into work and stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
talking like days later, I'm having anxiety attacks and stuff like that. And um like I realized like this past like little while, it's like it's yes, there's gonna be downsides to every job. It's just how unfortunately this life works right now in this kind of current climate. But there is a lot of certain things that you have to kind of take into your own control, like is One thing I realized really quickly is I used to be the type that'd be like, oh, like if you want to work, you can make the overtime, or you can just take the day off and you can have like you can get paid for it, and you mean like with a stat essentially. And I always was the type who would work them because I was like, oh well, you made more money type of thing. But
Yeah,
now I'm the type of like I'd rather have the day off. I'd rather get paid the regular wage, not take the extra money because I'm making more in this than I am
yeah,
in this. You know what I mean? Like, and that's
yeah,
certain thing
yeah,
is like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's to me that's way more important. And I would say is it's definitely something that's definitely very very new learning and kind of realizing that like that and I've realized that society really hasn't caught up with that, especially in like a work kind of side of things,
Hmm.
is that it really hasn't caught up with that.
Yeah,
Um, it's something that's really been kind of slow to catch up on, and I hope that they will catch up on that
yeah,
kind of that side of things because um, it's definitely something that needs to be caught up on is that kind of that health kind of side of things because it's so freaking
yeah.
important to take care of your health.
No, dude, I feel you on that. So before I quit my full-time job to stream full-time, oh, camera went a bit. Let me just fix
Oh,
that real
good. Oh,
quick.
good. While you're doing that, I'm gonna say
The
hi to
aperture.
our followers. Oh my goodness, I'm getting all these follows. What the fuck is happening? Yo, thank you so much. Three egg biddies. I see where that one's coming from. Thanks for the follow. I see Marl Core. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Who sent you all? I can't tell if I'm getting like follow botted or if this is actually real. But thank you. Thank you, Anusha. Thank you. Oh, you're good. Okay. Do you know where it's coming from, Wolf? Do you have an idea? It's I see what's coming from. Okay. 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 Good. Okay. I was forced to follow you to, um, you. Was forced to follow you by an unknown homie. Okay. 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 We got some friends in here. Let's fucking get it. What's up, Anushka? What's up, Johnny? What's up, Kit? My God, yo. See, I usually do this to other people sometimes. I go into other people's chat and I bring all my friends in because I want to introduce my friends to a new friend. I heard some streamer with 1K followers sent everyone to follow. Motherfucker, did he hit it? He did it, didn't he? Did he do it? Did he do it? Can you confirm? Did Sandy hit it? Ah, fuck. Well, I guess we'll talk about it then. I guess we'll talk about it. So
Mhm.
Andy Righteous, who was in chat earlier, we had a little competition that we hit 1K. Congratulations to Andy. Andy, are you there? Are you there, Andy? Are you watching, or is Andy on stream? Can someone go get Andy and tell him I want him on stream for a second here? I want to like in chat. Okay, hi Andy. First off, hang on. Where's Andy? Hold on. Well, let's. Andy, your stream must be streaming right now, aren't you? Give me one sec. I'm going to your channel. Hang on. Let's have a little Twitch conversation here. Thank you, Wadeski, for the gifted to him there. Oh my goodness. All right. Sorry, Sonny. Give me 1 second
No, no,
here.
no, you're fine, you're fine, you're
To
fine.
talk to my friend Sandy.
Make me VP. Yeah, of course, right. Of course. Oh no! See, this is what I didn't want to do. We interrupted him.
Hello.
We interrupted him.
Hi, Andy.
Oh no! Ah, yo, it's streamception. It's just a tunnel.
It's gonna be this. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're tunneling now. Yikes. Well, first off, Andy,
The tunnel is still.
congratulations.
And I can hear myself. Bren can hear himself. I think.
I can definitely. Here, hang on, hang on. I'm gonna mute the. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute the channel here, so you can just hear me, Andy. However, Andy, congratulations, dude. Congratulations on 1K followers. Such an achievement. I said from the beginning, invest in Andy, and man, oh man, I'm so glad that everyone took that to heart and invested in Andy. Andy, I am so proud of you, dude. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you. Congratulations, you won, you won. So I don't know, maybe you need to get something out of this wager. Maybe you well we'll talk about it later and see if we can figure something out. But congratulations, dude. You're one of the best to ever do it. So yes, I can hear you. It's a little delayed, but I can hear you.
So thank you for that, Bren. I fucking love you, brother. Thanks for the support. And sorry to kick your ass, but you can go. You called it on Twitter, so don't put it on me.
Yikes.
Thank you.
Well, Andy, I'm gonna let you go, but I love you, dude. Have a great stream, and we'll talk soon, buddy.
Love you, Bren.
Peace
Love
out.
ya.
Well, Andy, I'm gonna let you go, but I love you, dude. Have a great stream. And
You have a great rest of your stream, Bren. Sorry for interrupting. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, good. You never interrupt me. Alrighty. So that's Andy. Congratulations, Andy. Thank you, everyone, for everyone coming over here too. I see so many amazing new friends here. Hey, if you like Andy, I hope you like me. He's a great friend, a really amazing friend. And hey, what's it called? If you aren't following Andy, I'm gonna put a shout out in here. Damn, I don't usually type out my shout outs. I usually get my mods to do this, but I think it's important for this one. I'll give you that for that. Go follow Andy. Andy's an amazing friend. I've known him since he was at 300 followers, and just recently did he pass me, and now he's hit over 1,000. A big milestone for him. We were chasing each other up from 700 side by side for a long time, and this dude took this to heart, and so I'm definitely incredibly proud of him and happy that he got it. He's very worth and deserving of it. And so thank you for everyone who joined in here. Thank you, Anushka, for the $5 bits. Appreciate it. Hello, Nene, as well. I see you in here too. So many streams on the screen. I don't like it. I'm sorry. That was a lot going on there. But yes, thank you so much for anyone who came in there. And thank you to Andy for just being a great dude and a great friend through all this. And it's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you, dude. However, Sonny, we got some things here. We got some things here as well. I got a question from you. So obviously today we talked quite a bit. We've talked about a lot of topics throughout the whole thing, whether it's been about kind of giving others dopamine, whether it has been losing family, unfortunately, whether it has been things about you being a pug, about your trips to LA and your cameras and your film experience, and your family in general. And you being a very kind of organized person when you were younger and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe it's one of those, maybe it's something totally different that today, or maybe it's even something you haven't even said yet and you're like, you wish that. What is something that you want people from 10 years ago, from 10 years from now, to look back on this stream and be like, wow, I still remember that when Sonny said it on Connections, that thing. What would be something you hope someone would take away from that in 10 years from now?
Just like, if someone's gonna watch this 10 years from now, like I would just say, make that difference. Make that difference. It goes such a long way in people's lives. Maybe the smallest thing you do towards the biggest thing is just try to like make that difference in someone else's life. Like, I've seen it in many variations. I've seen it for myself as well. When someone's just gone out of the way just to like help you out, like I've seen that, and it's just, make that difference, because at the end of the day, it's really gonna change someone else's lives. Like, I know it may be out of your head to, like, even if it's the smallest thing of just like, just saying hi to someone that just looks a bit more, just looks a bit more to themselves, a bit more, they just don't seem 100%. Saying hi to them, or like, just shouting someone like food. Someone hit you up, hey, like, I don't have a lot of money, like, can I like get some food? Just, just hook them up with that. I feel like that is just making that difference. That's gonna go such a long way in someone's life, and you know yeah, that's my main thing. Make that difference. Make that difference. Be a bit mad in terms of make a difference. Ha ha ha. Pow. That was actually a term I got from high school.
Make it
So yeah,
what? Make a
yeah, make a
difference or
difference.
yeah.
Yeah. So mad. So mad.
Oh,
Make
make it.
a
Oh,
difference.
I
Yeah.
thought I didn't realize the math thing. Okay, I see it now. It's an acronym. I get it. Okay. No,
Yeah.
but I agree. Like I agree to a little bit of a different sense, but I definitely agree
Yeah.
in that sense is one thing I'm saying a lot. I'm finding myself saying a lot is lead with love, and
Yeah.
it's hey, maybe it's gonna end up being tatted on me one day, but I think it's something that's so important and something that I've learned so deeply in this past year. And there's been a lot of times in this past year where like I could have reverted to kind of just like just kind of snarky shit and like gotten pissed off about something or something like that. And I guess I
Yeah.
can tell you guys this one. I can't go into too much details because it's not fair to the person that was also part of this. But as I said, I got a new job, which has in turn I've quit my job as well, my current job that I'm going to be leaving. And with that, I sent a message to a bunch of people that I knew, and I got a lot of positive responses, by the way. Like there was some amazing ones, and it goes to show that like within 8 years, I've made some amazing friends over the years, and some people that I maybe haven't talked to in a long time, but now will likely reconnect with because of the message that I sent them and stuff like that, and reaching out, and then them reaching back, and kind of sharing their memories, working together and stuff like that. But there was a couple, there was two weird ones. We're not going to go into one, but one of them was the one that I came back, and it's from someone who I hadn't spoken to for a while, but who had been really close with when the times that we did work together. Um, and there was kind of there was an upsetness in their tone, and they were a bit offended that I reached out in the fact of like kind of trying to almost get my own self closure in a sense, and stuff like that, and it took me aback because it wasn't from a person that I expected it from, and so instead of kind of just being like either not ignoring it and just not saying anything at all, I, as you said, Sonny, shot my shot and kind of and said my thing. But I think the most important thing I did was also I led with love, and that was, I think, the difference. And I I realized that it wasn't meant to. 9 times out of 10, it's not meant to be an attack. It's just a defense mechanism. Typically, that's usually the first thing, especially with someone who's a friend, and maybe it's something like that. It's more of a defense mechanism more than anything. And um, so that's why I said I've been very open and basically said like, hey, like this was nothing to be about me in a sense. It was just to appreciate you and what an amazing person you are, and say thank you for that, because I don't think I said that enough when we did work together. And I wanted to like, we hadn't worked together in like 2 years or 3 years, and I remember working with you so vividly because it was such a positive thing for me, and you put so much positivity in the world. And I kind of just left it at that. And I was like, I'm sorry to bug you. Like, I sorry that I came in at a time that maybe wasn't a good time for you, and the fact that feeling. And I actually got back a response that I didn't expect. I was expecting that to end off there, or to get something that might be maybe just as rude as the first one, just because I was like, you know what, they're in a piss situation. You mean like they probably didn't even want to hear from me back. Um, but they responded a message. It's a weird response for someone named was Sandy. No, no. I'll tell you later, mom. What's it called? And so I basically responded, and I was like, I'm sorry, and I told them, and then they responded, and the tone changed, because I think because I led with that love, and not I didn't kind of I didn't go snarky. I didn't drop lower. I didn't try and defend myself. And they even another thing too that was like probably the like I think something that really kind of shined with me, and that they're definitely maybe put a light on, is they basically talked about like self growth, and that I'd done some things in the past that probably wasn't the best thing to do, and that was where their issue had lied as well. And I I was like, you're right. Like you're right. I preach this every single Tuesday that I'm gonna do some stuff like that. I better damn well live up to it too, and act like it too. And um no, I the response was basically just when they responded was kind of very simple. Like I I'm thankful that we had this kind of conversation type of thing. Like I wish you the best in your future endeavors and stuff like that. And that was kind of all it left on a good note, and I'm thankful for that, because I mean they could have just left it at a very negative spot if they chose to. And that's I mean it takes two to tango, but I think as far as that is I I was very keen on making sure that it was something that ended on a note that was positive. And because I don't think anything bad of them. I think they're an amazing human, and they deserve all the great things because of how amazing they really are. And so no, it was something that I think lead with love. It'll always pay off. I think is the biggest thing for sure.
No, 100%. I like that. I like that. That's a good example, man.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks for listening.
No, that's good, man. Good.
However, Sonny, as all
Yes.
good things do, things come to an end, unfortunately. Right? Oh, that's a face and a half. God damn. What's up, Thunder Piggy? You came in unfortunately at the end, but it's all right. It's all right. We still love you. Good to see you, Thunder. How's it going, buddy? This is the last question. We have a last question here that we asked every single one of our guests. Every single one. And you, my new friend here, are no different, Sonny. So First off, actually, before I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger here, chat. I need you to do me a favor here.
Uh,
Exclamation mark guest in chat there. What the fuck? Hello? What the fuck just happened? Why is it not working? Hello? Streamlabs?
uh,
Streamlabs? Hello?
Streamlabs is
Oh,
dead.
there we go.
Oh,
Didn't work earlier? Really? Didn't? Streamlabs? Hello? That's weird. Streamlabs? Streamlabs? hang on. Let's try something. I'm just gonna try and reset CloudBot and see if that works. I did that earlier and it worked. No, it's not turning on. Love that for me. Oh, there we go.
oh no.
Let's see here. All right. I see there's there. Yeah, exactly. Streamlabs. What the fuck? Okay, well, we're gonna just do estimates for SO, I guess. It works too, I guess. Go follow Sonny. Go check out Sonny on Twitch. I wish I could have got your beacon there because I know you put that in there as well, but it's unfortunately deciding this. Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. Let's just do that. Go follow Sonny.
There we go.
Go follow Sonny on all things. Twitter, Instagram, everything on that beacon site there. Twitch, whatever it may be. TikTok, whatever is on there. Go follow him on that. It's an amazing dude. If this past couple hours have not convinced you, I don't know what will. I think it's just time you leave. What's it called? But if you haven't already, make sure you do so. An amazing person, as you've seen today. However, this is the final question that we ask to every single one of our guests, and you,
Yep.
Sonny, are no different. Sonny, if you wrote a book about your life up to now, what would the final line say and why?
It's like, well, we've revolved around that theme. You know, it's like, you know, it's towards like being the best person that we can be in our life. I feel like I would end it with like, you know, life to the fullest, because at the end of the day, you don't know how much time you have left. So I feel like it will be something in the lines of like that, because you know I'm all for that. You know, just being the best that we can be. You know, living in the moment of now, whilst we think about the future. You know, I feel like I'll be in the lines of that. You know, live life to the fullest because we don't know how much time we have left. And then I'll have like a little side note, little just brackets, just saying, you know, and we live for Matu. I had to just slip that in there somewhere.
Bruh.
I had to just slip that in somewhere.
My goodness. You know
I
that
have
you
to,
know
of
what's
course.
crazy?
Yeah.
And I'm not allergic to honeydew. But honeydew, these nuts fit in your mouth.
Ah, wait, did you do that the whole time? Did you
I
leave
was
it up?
I was hoping for you to jump on it earlier, and then I was like, you know
I
what? We'll
didn't.
save this for later.
He held it the whole time. I respect that. That's cool. I got back. All right, we're 1-1 now. We're 1.
Let's go.
I'll
We're pretty good.
take
Yeah,
that. I'm taking that.
yeah.
I'm taking that. You know what was good? You didn't go straight away. You let it soak in.
No.
You let it soak in. I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I had you
respect
totally
that.
into it. You're like, oh, honeydew, that's crazy. No, it's not. I was like, yeah,
Because
crazy.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that before, but you just let it well, you know. You played with it a bit. You know, you stirred it up, and then look at it. It paid dividends at the end. I respect that. I respect that.
No, I was
respect
see,
that.
so I'm not gonna lie to you. The past couple of weeks, I've been sitting here
Yeah.
and been like, okay, how can I get this motherfucker? He got me good on my own game show. How the fuck can I get him? How can I get his ass? So I was thinking about being like, oh, like, yeah, we had this one friend who was on Connections. Their name was Bofa, and like, well, and I was like, no, he's gonna sniff that one out. There's no way he lets that one fly by. And then I was like, okay, like I'm trying to think of all these things. I'm like, you know what? The honeydew one's always a good one because no one just kind of thinks of that. It's always a good one. So
That was good.
I'm glad I got it. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta before we go here. One more thing here. We gotta I got something to show you, Sonny. I got something to show you here.
I saw it. You're gonna show everyone.
I gotta show what here. Sonny Pugment.
Sonny Pugment. We're actually there now.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh my goodness.
It's so good.
I hope you click the honeydew. Yeah, really. Hopefully someone clip the honeydew. That's hilarious. ER, you have outdone yourself again somehow. That is too good. That is so funny.
That's
Yo,
actually so
that's a
funny.
profile picture if you ask me.
Right there. Oh my
Really, that is
god.
too
That's
funny.
so good.
That is really good.
That's so good.
Thank you, ER
Oh,
again. You are one of a kind, ER. Never fail to impress
oh.
for sure. My goodness, that is too funny. If you want to go see that and many more funny memes by ER, you can go into the Discord !Discord and join us today. Folks, this has been the wonderful, the amazing, the hilarious, the funny, the creative, the inspiring Sunny Movement on Connections. An amazing, amazing show. Sunny, you have brightened up my day. It has been so hilarious. You've definitely given me that
Got
dopamine
you.
hit. You filled my cup a little bit taller. I hope I haven't taken too much from your cup because it's what's it called. I need that cup to be full for everyone else.
Bro,
Um,
we're good.
however, this
Oh,
is the part of the show where I go find someone to raid, and I give you the floor to go and to end up shouting out anyone or anything that you would like to. So the floor is yours, my friend. As I go
I
find one.
guess chat, I'm still streaming. We're still streaming here, as I said, 3, 4 times a week. I guess just us at the streams. We have for now we just did our karaoke weekend. Look, in a month's time, 2 months time, we're actually gonna be celebrating our 2 years on Twitch. So we're gonna be in the lines for doing something special there. If you guys want to see something chaotic, as I said, our streams are that place where you can kick back, relax, just have a good time with me, laughing at me, with me. It's all that type of jazz. Come through, come kick it with us whenever I'm live, and yeah, we're ready to just doing big things on streaming. So yeah, chat, I appreciate you guys, Bren, as well. Thank you for
Of
allowing
course.
me to be here. Fucking good fucking laughs. Good way to start the day. Good laughs. I got debated as well at my own game. And hate on that, you gotta accept it. So I appreciate it. And yeah, everyone know my community real quick. Make sure to give some love to Bren. The amount of time and effort he puts into not only just the podcast but the game shows as well. I spoke about this like post game show that I was on. It's just everything just set out so well. You get the pre-game warm up, and when you're in there, there's like allocated breaks. Everything's just structured so well. So I'm always commending Bren for the amazing job that he's been doing with everything. So everyone in my community that's here, if you haven't dropped a follow yet, make sure to drop a follow. Get the man's to 1K.
Thank
Deserves
you.
it. Deserves it. So
Thank you.
yeah.
No, it's been definitely interesting getting to know you, Sonny. Whether it's been on Who Are You or here, shout out, thanks, Wolf. What's it called? It's definitely been an interesting kind of getting to meet you and getting to know you, and it's been something that's been very. It's I mean the debated thing is hilarious because I mean that's become kind of a part of our friendship at this point, I think, but
Yeah.
the the where I was kind of going with this was our last guest on Connections, Bea. So you
Yeah.
also got Bea at your game as well. And it
Yeah.
ended up being a TikTok as well. And it was one of the things I found during my research is I was like, wait a second, I recognize that fucking name. And I was like, oh my goodness, this kid is it should be Sunny Menace, not Sunny Movement.
Yeah.
Because my goodness, this kid. But hey, props to you, Sonny. You get the best out of everyone, that's for sure.
Thank you, man.
And no one is not a target, that's for sure.
Nope. We'll get anyone and everyone.
Really though. However, I found the person we are going to raid. It is a friend, actually, of our good friend of the stream, Miss Vampa. And someone I haven't gotten to, I've never gotten to raid until today, so I'm excited to go and raid this person. I don't even know where they're from either. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's go meet them and go and find out all those things here. Thank you again to you as well, Sonny, for just being an amazing dude, having some fun and with us and stuff like that here. And being open with us and being honest, because this show does not work unless you decide that you want to be open with us, and I'm thankful for that. For sure.
Much love. Much love.
For sure,
Happy
for
to be
sure.
here.
If you guys are interested, we are doing a new show that is coming out next Tuesday, the first ever episode. We are doing a show. It's called Old Friends, and it is with Boaru. If you know Boaru, a good friend of the channels here, has been a Who Are You winner as well before. Has been on the Connections before. And an amazing person. And I hope that you guys will will join me on that. It's gonna be a new show. It's a new kind of format. It'll be similar to Connections. If you like this show, I'm sure you're going to like that one. You can also go and see the episode where I had Boaru on Connections on my YouTube !YT in chat. And yeah, join the Discord link there for old friends. It'll give you a little bit of a reminder of who it is. I don't know Boa, who's she? Yeah, really. We are going for 1,000 followers would be great. If you have any friends that maybe can benefit from getting a can benefit from some talks and some mental health talks, I would love if you push them my way. I'm grateful for each and every one of you that is here today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I created a little bit of a list of people I saw names here, and I'm gonna miss some of them. I know I am because I didn't hit everyone. But I would like to say thank you to everyone who's been here. Thank you to Thunder Piggy. Thank you to Waitski. Thank you to Kel. Thank you to Stan. Thank you to Kiwi. Thank you to Gray. Thank you to Arrow. Thank you to Andy for the half kind of raid that he sent here, as well as just for being here. Thank you to B. Thank you to Tempura. Thank you to Benji. Thank you to Alyssa. Thank you to Nor. Thank you to Donovan. Thank you to Henry. Thank you to Fuego. Thank you to Wolf. Thank you to Gub. Thank you to Sunny as well, of course. If I missed a name here, speak up. Thank you to Kuya Donnie Don. Thank you to ER for the hilarious things. If I didn't put it here, he said my name. Really though. But thank you to everyone who's been here. It means more than you'll ever know to be here. Hello, Brittany. What's it called? Have you said hello to our righteous kitten yet? Righteous kitten. Hello. And thank you to everyone. He said so many people's name. Let's fucking go. Yeah, really though. I tried to kind of write them down as we went on stream here. I think it's something I'm gonna try and do as well. But I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me. It's an absolute pleasure to get to do this. And one thing, if I can say anything, is lead with love. It will always pay off. And it might not feel it right off the bat, but trust me, things all come to fruition and stuff like that. Sonny, has been an absolute fucking pleasure, my guy. And I hope that this will no, I'm not. Let me say I hope not. I know that this will not be the last time we see you on this stream
no. We're gonna be back. For it.
Maybe next thing, and something I wanted to get started with you, and I've been lazy and running around and doing other things in life and not on stream, is do possibly a karaoke stream. A lot of my chat's been wanting one, and I think who better than to do it with than the karaoke master himself. So we might have to make it happen. I got a couple other friends that'd be interested in doing it too, but I think without you it'd be a little bit too weird not to have you there. So if we can get that sorted out to do either a co-stream or have you on here, it would be amazing for me. So I know you just did one, but see if we can get you for another one here soon in the next
I got you.
next few months here.
Hey, if I do it, I'm gonna have my camera on all green screen as well.
Great.
Just like how the thing is. Just add on to it. I got you.
I'll wear my maid outfit.
Hey, yo, let's get it.
However, actually, chat, I don't think I've said this on stream yet, is I've actually gotten all the deliveries for the Amazon stream. So on this April 2nd, we're going to be giving away not only this thing here, we're going to do the gummies. Yeah, really. We're not only going to give away this on stream, we're also going to do the Amazon stream, the second part of it. Plus we're going to start a new one, and we're going to do another Amazon stream. So there's going to be a lot of parts of the next stream. I hope you'll join me in it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Emily, hello. You're here. Hello. I don't know if you've been lurking, but welcome in. Good to see you. And everyone, love you. Spread that love one more time for me. If you haven't got the raid message, !raid, !raid 1, !raid 2, if you'd like, if you're a subscriber. I would love for you guys to spread that love one more time to hopefully a new friend of ours, a friend of Vampa's, like I said. So I don't recognize any names in chat, but that's all right. But go spread that love. It's like I said, lead with love. And yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'll see you on Tuesday if you decide to join me. And one more time, I'll be seeing you in the Discord. If you haven't already, I see some introductions have been added to the Discord. I'm gonna go read through those and go say hi, what's up. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, evening, whatever it is. Drink some water, take care of yourself, and we'll see you when we see you. Peace out.